Go, 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 go.
Explore these captivating trail cam moments, ranging from octopus encounters and strange nighttime sightings to eerie encounters and cryptid forest specters. The viral, unsettling videos that emerged overnight prompt contemplation about the mysteries of existence. The haunting white mask. In a quiet, dimly lit room, something truly curious unfolded. A camera was exactly placed by a person, eager to capture any abnormal things. As the night settled in, the room was screened in haunting silence, broken only by the casual rustling of leaves outdoors. Suddenly, a faded, ghostly face came up in the darkness, covered by a chilly white mask. It was a haunting sight, staring through the window like a mysterious apparition. The camera, strategically placed, caught this surreal moment, setting it in time. The man behind the camera watched in wonder, suspicious of what he'd just witnessed. Was it a prank, a ghostly encounter, or something else entirely? The mysterious figure outside remained a silent riddle, leaving the room filled with a disturbing air of the unknown. This strange event, captured on camera, left observers with a spine-clinking mystification to consider. Cryptic midnight CCTV horror. Late at night, when it was really dark, cameras that watched everything silently saw something strange. A camera, like a watchman in the shadows, showed a scary story. A thing, not completely a person and not really like a dog, appeared when it was not very bright. How it moved was weird. Like a mix of a person and a dog that didn't follow normal rules. This strange thing walked through all the cameras one by one at the same time. Shadows danced around it, making it look even stranger. The cameras watched it closely, making everyone feel like it was everywhere at once. The video, with an unusual light, showed something really scary. The thing, covered in darkness and mystery, moved strangely, and we couldn't tell what it wanted from the strange, unclear images. A creepy sound whispered through the security system, confusing even the smartest watchers. People got scared because of this mysterious thing. The town, feeling nervous and worried, tried to understand what it was. People talked quietly, guessing and feeling scared like a ghost was around. There were many questions, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. Who or what this strange thing was, and why it was doing something so mysterious at midnight. In the middle of the night, the weird and scary video kept making everyone think about it, leaving behind a picture of fear mixed with things we didn't know. The mystery stayed, like a puzzling ghost in the videos, making its strange mark on the stories we couldn't explain. Dogmen staring at the camera. In the woods during the day, the camera saw something mysterious. A dogman, a hidden creature among the trees. The camera focused on it, like an unblinking eye watching a secret dance between nature and this elusive being. As the camera got closer, the dogman's intentions became a mystery. It stared at the camera with a captivating gaze, as if trying to see into the person behind it. The mystery deepened, and the creature's true self remained hidden behind a blurry screen. When zoomed in, the video showed a confusing picture. Dogman's features were unclear, covered in the mystery of the forest. Was it a guardian spirit or an ancient forest creature with stories to tell? People who watched the video were confused. They wondered about the connection between the person filming and Dogman. Why did the Dogman choose that moment to show up? And what secrets lingered in the woods? The answer stayed quiet, a puzzle woven into the natural world. As the sounds of leaves carried away the memories of the encounter, the mystery of the daytime woods stayed, leaving a lasting mark on everyone's imagination, a dance of mysterious shadows caught in a brief moment of daylight magic.
Creepy figure.
Going on 7 years.
and walked 100 miles through these woods.
In a really dark forest where the trees are super green, something super weird happened. A sneaky camera hiding in the leaves saw a spooky commodity. A dark, shadowy shape still moving through the lively leaves. It gave everyone who saw it goosebumps. This mysterious thing seemed to come from deep in the forest, gliding like a ghost. The camera, like a hidden spy, saw every tiny move as the shape snuck between the trees. The green plants around it made the mystery indeed more exciting.
It's not a broken tree or whatever.
Why was this strange thing in the quiet woods? The video made people feel confused and full of questions. The black shape against the bright green trees made a crazy picture, sticking in people's minds with lots of wondering and a little bit of fear. The calm green woods now had a secret, and everybody wanted to find out what it was.
If I moved, it moved.
Bigfoot captured. In a thick forest, a humming drone zoomed through the fresh air, its robot eyes catching something surprising. All of a sudden, a strange giant popped up, towering over the plants. Like a super quick shadow, the mysterious thing danced under the high trees. The drone, like a little adventurer, followed it nearly. Its camera buzzed, taking video of the exciting chase. This animal, usually talked about in stories around a campfire, moved through the woods like a quiet ghost, making only the sounds of leaves rustling. The drone's lens zoomed in, capturing the animal's big outline, a blur against the green background. Twigs cracked as the animal rushed, giving a rare look at a legend in action. Now, the drone was just a quiet watcher, gliding through the air at a safe distance. The animal, knowing it was being watched by the machine, slid deeper into the dark, disappearing like an unsolved puzzle. The forest, once again hidden in riddles, kept its secret tight, leaving the drone's lens with only memories of a quick meeting with the mysterious animal. Man captured Bigfoot video. Once in a quiet forest, Joe set up something amazing: Bigfoot. With his camera ready, he slowly went near the mysterious giant ape-like animal and recorded it. The huge, hairy Bigfoot moved gracefully among the trees, making the man super excited. The forest was full of sounds, leaves rustling, birds calling, creating a strange feeling.
He's moving. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving.
In the video, you could see Bigfoot's big, hairy body fitting right into the trees. The man, barely breathing, shot it for a short, but really cool moment. The video shows the mysterious creature looking at the camera before vanishing into the deep forest. The man could not believe his luck. He was so amazed.
He's moving. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving.
The video got super popular, making people talk and argue about whether Bigfoot is real. Everyone watching felt excited and curious, wondering what other secrets might be hiding in the unknown forest. Yeti chased a car.
Где он? Вон он стоит.
One quiet evening on a calm farm, a family had an unexpected adventure when a big, hairy Yeti suddenly appeared. As the sun went down, the family got into their car, getting ready to go home. Little did they know, the Yeti had different ideas. They quickly drove away, their hearts beating fast. The Yeti, a legendary creature, chased them with giant steps, making the ground shake. The family's car twisted through the narrow farm roads, but the Yeti kept coming, its cold breath visible in the evening air. The kids in the backseat screamed with a blend of fear and excitement.
Вон он стоит. Сейчас стой вот так отсюда.
While the parents looked at each other with wide eyes. The chase went on through fields and past barns, with the Yeti's loud roars filling the night. Just when it seemed like the Yeti might catch them, the family's car made a sudden turn, leaving the Yeti behind. As they drove down, the Yeti stood alone in the fading light, its big shape disappearing into the dark.
Luas!
Fear beneath the sheets. Imagine sleeping peacefully in your bed, and a strange intruder disturbs you from your sleep, leaving you baffled and haunted for the rest of your life. A quiet room filled with pitch-black darkness, a type of darkness that would add more silence to an already strange atmosphere. The video began with a man waking up to some unusual sounds from his deep sleep. Removing his blankets haphazardly, he began gawking at different corners of his room, and as soon as he panned away to his right, an obnoxious creature came to his welcome. This creature had the most terrifying appearance. A lurking shadow of death, a pitch-black darkness with satanic eyes, was gawking at that helpless man while slowly disappearing into the night, its sharp, pointed claws leaving imprints of its presence. Seeing this vicious scene of terror and horror, the man jumped out from his bed, breathing heavily as he attempted to run away from the room. A sight of terror that might have made you guys jump out of your beds, too. Strange imposter in the woods. Deep in the woods, a family found themselves in a strange situation when their usually friendly dog started barking intensely in the middle of the night. A deafening silence filled with intense howling made the house owners a little worried. They ran towards their front door to check the severity of the matter with torches in their hand. Meanwhile, the dog was still barking at the woods as if he had seen something peculiar and haunted. The couple began pointing their torchlight at the dense forest in front of their house. And to their amazement, they found small, glowing eyes roaming in the thick forest at this hour.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. What are they? They're blinking, y'all.
There's lots out there.
Are those coyotes?
I don't know, but they're there.
Yeah, those are coyotes.
Speculations began haunting them, as it was unusual to discover such an enigmatic creature in the middle of the night. However, to put an end to their worry, the creature revealed itself, and you won't believe it, guys. It was nothing but a big wild cow roaming and grazing through the woods. A burst of laughter broke in, and they heaved a sigh of relief as this poor creature could cause no harm to anyone.
There's something just sitting there like a cow. That's why his head was going up and down.
A wicked child. A ghost hunter set out on his other deadly venture. He chose a dilapidated house, torn and ruined brutally throughout its surroundings. His adventure began filming the wreckage of that seemingly haunted place. The air was filled with untamed voices, howls of wild beasts, and deadly shrieks of unannounced creatures, all turning into a satanic clamor. With his torchlight, he began hunting for its prized possession, and in no time his camera caught something unruly, something vicious. It was a haunted figure that almost looked like a child with demonic ears. With its long hair that set behind its elf-like ears, the eerie creature stood still for a while, unveiling his demonic presence in front of the camera, and then quickly hid behind the wreckage. The hunter followed him around the house, but all in vain. It looked as if the haunted creature wasn't shy of the camera, and it only wanted to cast his satanic presence over the hunter. Legendary sea monster. A beautiful lake situated in between the frosty mountains, a breathtaking sight, and indeed a perfect travel destination spot. But can you believe that this lake might be home to fantasy creatures and spooky monsters? It all began when a man started to record this alluring scenery in search of a legendary creature that only had its existence limited to books. However, some had claimed that they had witnessed that sea-dwelling beast. After some time, unruly ripples close to the shore caught his attention. The man diverted his lens toward that disturbance in the glistening water. He zoomed over a sizable black tail, making all those ripples in the lake. The man claimed it to be the caudal fin of the legendary kraken. According to the sources, the kraken is a sea monster of humongous stature, and those black flaps documented in the video looked nothing like the kraken's huge fins. Thus, it would not be appropriate to call it a kraken sighting, as it could be a giant or some other codfish swimming across the lake.
Put 'em.
hell's that? What the hell's that? There's something in the water, guys. Can you guys see that?
Bigfoot encounter. An adventurous hiking venture turned into an eye-opening discovery that raised many speculations about the presence of this giant forest beast. The video began with a man recording the captivating nature of a dense forest, laden with towering trees, and its floor covered with thickly grown moss, almost giving it a carpeted appearance. Among this enchanting scenery, a black shadow peeked into the frame. It had a huge stature, like a giant covered in thick fur and long hair all over its body. The giant gradually walked toward the cameraman with all its glory and magnificence, defying the tallness of everything in front of it. With a sudden glance into the camera lens, the Bigfoot walked away from the cameraman, ignoring his invasion in its territory completely. However, this video doesn't provide any solid evidence to Bigfoot's presence, and these wild and unruly creatures won't spare human invasions in their habitat. Cryptic paranormal nightmare. Late at night, a spooky video shows a dark room. A girl is sleeping on her bed, not knowing something strange is about to happen. Suddenly, the door opens by itself, making a creepy sound. The chair starts moving on its own, like it's dancing in a weird way. Then, a ball flies out of the cupboard without anyone touching it, breaking the normal rules. The room gets flashes of bright light, like thunder lighting it up. But the girl keeps sleeping, not aware of what's going on. Weird things continue. Her stuff falls everywhere, books make a mess, and a painting on the wall shakes. Everything changes in the room like a spooky wave passing through. The blanket that covered the girl is now on the floor. The door closes by itself, trapping the strange happenings inside. Even with all this chaos, the girl stays asleep like a princess in a scary dream. The strange and spooky scene plays out, like a mysterious dance of weird things happening where you can't see them. It was really a cryptid and scary scene, and it left everyone scared about the things that happened in that room. Nobody knew who was doing this and what his purpose behind doing all this creepy stuff. Cryptic forest specter.
You see it? Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, that's not a deer. What the devil is that?
In a dark forest at night, a secret video showed glowing eyes of a mysterious creature. The creature standing in the unknown, its eyes shining through the darkness. As the camera saw this strange being, the people filming struggled with not knowing, feeling confused. A ghostly figure appeared in the night, its glowing eyes shining strangely. The trees whispered a spooky mystery, and the leaves rustled with an eerie harmony. Was it a wild animal or a scary thing from nightmares? In the video, people disagreed about what the creature could be. Some thought it might be a powerful bear, while others feared it was a lion, a royal yet terrifying force hiding in the shadows.
I see you. Those eyes are wide, too.
The true identity of the creature stayed hidden in the dark. The creature's shape disappeared into the darkness, leaving only its glowing eyes. It stared at the camera, sending shivers down the spines of those trying to understand its mystery. In the middle of the night, where reality and strange things mixed, the video showed a scene of worry and fear. The mysterious creature, a hidden ghost, danced strangely with the camera. Its glowing eyes were like a doorway to something unknown. Without showing teeth or fur, it remained a mysterious part of the shadows, leaving its mark on the unknown.
Those are big eyes. Mm-hmm. Hello.
Creepy spectral encounter. In the dark, spooky night, a creepy video showed up on a lonely road. Next to it was a scary park keeping its secrets. A camera saw two ghosts appear. They were like light without any clear shape in the darkness. These ghostly things didn't follow the usual rules of being seen, but the camera was brave and caught them. They raced out of the mysterious park, moving super fast and blending into the night. When they got to the road, something strange pushed them ahead, and they glowed in a weird way. The camera, kind of forced to be part of this ghostly stuff, filmed them going to some unknown place. A weird, uneasy feeling filled the air as the ghosts vanished back into the darkness. Since they didn't really look like anything, it left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. This video wasn't just a normal recording. It was like a door to something we can't understand. A spooky reminder that sometimes the line between the living and the mysterious can be crossed. Each part of the video told a story of these strange ghosts, like a scary movie that played on people's fears. This strange meeting with things we can't explain stayed in people's minds, making them feel weird. The road, once just a regular place, now had seen something spooky hidden in the darkness. Proof that strange mysteries are out there when the world is covered in night. Eerie Bigfoot encounter.
Dude. That is massive.
In the dark woods at night, a mysterious video showed something big. The shadows in the video made it all spooky, like a secret dance. The night itself seemed to make it even more mysterious. In this video, you could see two glowing eyes in the dark. They belonged to a huge and mysterious creature hiding in the shadows. People watching the video felt like they were part of a strange dance with something they couldn't understand. The dark woods turned into a weird stage, and the main character was the creature with glowing eyes. The video gave a quick look into a world of strange and unknown things.
Dude. That is massive.
And it made a strong impression on those who saw it. The creature, said to be the famous Bigfoot, stayed hidden in the darkness. You couldn't see its full shape because it stayed in the shadows. But those shining eyes told a story of something beyond what people could easily believe. It made the ones who saw it feel a bit scared and amazed at the same time. When the video ended, the mystery stayed in the air. A creepy feeling stuck with those who dared to explore the supernatural side of the woods. The glowing eyes of the hidden giant stayed in the memories of the people who saw the mysterious encounter in the dark forest.
You seen it on camera?
Mysterious box unveiled. In the bright daylight, there were lots of sealed boxes. No one knew what was inside them. Something strange happened. A box started shaking by itself, making waves in the quiet scene. The air felt weird, like ordinary things were turning into something special. Nobody could understand what was going on. The small box throbbed with a strange beat, breaking the usual silence. Each shake seemed to tell a mysterious story, known only to that hidden space. A man, maybe chosen by luck, threw the box aside with his foot, but the mystery stuck around, blending into the unknown. The box found a new spot but still buzzed with curiosity. People couldn't look away from the moved box. Silence hung in the air, mixed with confusion. Even though it got pushed away, the strange happening left a mark on the ordinary day. People talked quietly, trying to figure out the unanswered questions. After this strange dance, the truth stayed hidden, covered by the unexplainable. The mysterious moment stayed in everyone's thoughts, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. A story waiting for someone curious to reveal the secrets in that odd box's vibrations. Night forest, ghostly cries. In the dark forest at night, something scary happened. A person in a car recorded it with their camera. The video felt strange, like it had a spooky power. From the hidden parts of the forest, a weird cry echoed. It sounded like a sad woman, but you couldn't see her. The video made it all mysterious. As the video played, it made the air feel heavy and scary. The woman's cries mixed with the forest sounds, making it hard to tell what was real. It felt like the living and the ghostly were all mixed up. The car in the middle of the wild saw everything. The people inside felt both interested and scared. The normal world seemed to break as the cries echoed, making a strange scene. No face came with the sad cries, so you didn't know if it was a real woman or a ghost. The answer stayed a mystery, making everyone who saw it feel unsure. From the deep part of the dark forest, the scary sounds marked the minds of those who watched. It sent shivers down their spines, showing how creepy things can hide in the night. A creepy image. In the quiet darkness of a moonlit night, a chilly image was captured by a camera ready to shoot shivers down your spine. Imagine a spooky girl with penetrating stone-alike eyes, their cold eye appearing to enter your identical soul. Her bony, twisted fingers reach out as if gesturing you into the unknown. Her long, untidy hair falls around her like a crazy dark fall, hiding her face in dark. She's dressed in a ragged and ghostly wear, a spectral figure that haunts the points of your worst nightmares. As the camera lens captured this creepy vision, the melody raised heavily with an unexplainable fear. It's a sight that lingers in your mind, haunting your visions and making you challenge the boundaries between the real and the supernatural. Watch with caution, for this image holds a tale of the paranormal, ready to send chills down your spine and leave you questioning the effects that go bump in the darkness. Cryptic skull movement. In a strange video during the day, there were a lot of lifeless skulls hanging on a metal grill over a small wall. They looked eerie, like they were frozen in a weird dance in the bright light. All the skulls had their faces turned away except for one. It was looking out, as if trying to escape from the spooky group. Then, a woman came and tried to make the skulls line up properly, but once she left, something weird happened. The one skull that was fixed earlier started moving on its own, like it had a mind of its own. It felt like there was some kind of magic in the air, making people wonder if ghosts were playing a strange game or if something mysterious was happening to these lifeless skulls. This strange scene raised many questions. Shadows whispered secrets, and the way the skull moved hinted at something beyond what makes sense. When the video ended, the mystery hung in the air, making people think about strange forces that might exist between what we can touch and what we can't. It was like looking into a world where things we don't understand mix with the real world, making us think about the weird and unsettling things that might be out there.
Skinwalker and Forest. In a spooky forest, ancient trees whispered secrets under a moonlit sky. A brave adventurer armed only with a camera explored deep into the wilderness. Little did they know, something supernatural hid in the dark. Suddenly, leaves rustled and distant howls echoed, sending chills down the adventurer's spine. On camera, a weird figure appeared, a creature with eyes glowing like globes in the dark.
Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a bug? What is that? Dude, that's not a bug, dude. That's not... Dude, go.
Scared but determined, the adventurer trembled, yet kept the camera still, capturing the skinwalker's mysterious form between the trees. The critter, a legendary shapeshifter, sounded unaware of being watched. Its form changed, blending with the ancient woods. The video, a spooky evidence of the supernatural, made the adventurer wonder about reality and the mysterious. The once calm forest now held secrets that could not be unseen. The video, a peek into the unknown, stayed as a spooky reminder of the strange mysteries just beyond our understanding.
Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a bug? What is that? Dude, that's not a bug, dude. That's not... Dude, go.
Bigfoot behind the tree. One sunny morning, way inside a big forest, a strange creature got caught on camera without even knowing. Sun streamed through the thick leaves as a huge shape appeared from behind an enormous tree. The creature, covered in shaggy fur, looked really big against the green trees. The camera, like it was watching a show, zoomed in on the surprised visitor. It looked like Bigfoot, a legendary animal fitting right in with the trees. The sun showed off its furry coat, and the dark tree made the whole thing feel mysterious. The critter did not notice the camera and just stood there for a bit, maybe thinking about its life in the secret forest world. This unexpected meeting, saved in one picture, left behind a feeling of amazement and joy, like stories hidden deep in the wild woods. The quiet morning got to see something extraordinary, a moment frozen in time by the camera's careful eye. Bigfoot through the trees. In a super thick forest where only tiny bits of sun cast through the leafy roof, something really amazing was found. News people and scientists found a gigantic animal that had been hiding among the super high trees for like forever. Huge footprints in the soft dirt guiding them deeper into the wild heart of the woods. Then the leaves made noise and branches snapped, telling everyone that something special was coming. And oh boy, with a super loud roar, this enormous thing stepped out from the dark. The news folks' eyes, wide open in surprise, climbed to get their cameras, taking pictures of this totally awesome scene. The scientists, all curious and with their cool gadgets, wrote down every little thing. The big animal, covered in messy wild fur, moved really smoothly through the leaves, making everything feel kind of mysterious. The forest, which used to be just a normal place, now had this incredible secret. Bigfoot through the rocks. In a thick jungle, there is a mysterious animal with shaggy fur and big feet. People talk about it in spooky stories around the fire. One day, a man wanted to capture nature's beauty with his camera. Little did he know, something extraordinary was about to happen. From behind high trees, Bigfoot, the mysterious animal, came out still. It had a playful look in its eyes and started a game of hide and seek with the man. Bigfoot hid behind big tree trunks and threw rocks, making a noise like leaves rustling and distant thuds. Each rock throw was like a secret hop, showing how tricky and mysterious Bigfoot is. The man was amazed and excited. He adjusted his camera to get a better look. Through the lens, the jungle turned into a mystery play, with Bigfoot as the main actor, throwing rocks like it was nature's way of clapping. The once silent jungle now echoed with the giant's playful moves, leaving the man stunned by the hidden wonders in the heart of the wild. Mysterious creature in farms. In the quiet night, something strange happened in the big fields. A camera saw a mysterious black figure that looked like a dog. It moved around in the dark, keeping its actions a secret. Its fur was super dark, like the sky at midnight, and it seemed to soak up the weak moonlight. This figure moved still, leaving everyone curious. The video showed it had a mysterious vibe, like it knew something only the night understood. The wind whispered in the grass, making the moment even more suspenseful. This mysterious thing walked through the dark, its shape a puzzle the night did not want to break. Each step made a sound in the quiet, marking the mystery seen through the camera. The usually calm fields turned into a stage for this nighttime puzzle. People watching on the other side of the screen felt amazed and fascinated. The black figure disappeared into the dark, and the night kept its secrets again. Real Sasquatch snaps. In a big forest, a camera caught something amazing. A real-life Sasquatch. The picture showed a really high creature covered in thick, wild fur, blending in with the old trees. When the camera took the Sasquatch's photo in its home, a strong feeling came from the picture. The sun and black on the creature's rough fur looked like a magical hop, showing how wild and beautiful it's out there. The picture felt like it had ancient wisdom, like the Sasquatch knew all the secrets of the forest that had been around for a long time. There was a mysterious feeling around the high creature, like it was connected to the trees, moss, and streams that made the forest so grand. The moment was super quiet, and the Sasquatch being there made it even more special. It felt like you could almost hear the leaves moving, the wind softly talking, and the forest's heartbeat. The picture set that moment, showing the meeting of things we know and things we don't. Bird in the sky. In the quiet mountains, a tiny bird found itself stuck in a really cool moment. Its feathers were spread out like an open umbrella, looking super graceful in the air. But here's the funny part. It was not flying or flapping its wings. A camera snug in the mountain's clinch took a picture of this amazing sight. The bird looked like it was frozen in time, taking a break from its usual flying routine. The bird's wings were unfolded, and each soft feather was hanging in the wind's invisible hands. No rush, no hurry. It was like a calm dance between the bird and the breeze. The shot of this moment tells a story of peace, like the mountain air shared some secrets that made the little bird feel all cozy. When the camera clicked, it caught this special moment, a tiny creature in a huge world just hanging out between the ground and the sky. The icon shares the hidden stories of nature, where even simple things like a bird hanging in the air became important parts of life's big story. Real Bigfoot footage. In a deep, quiet forest where trees seem to share secrets, a curious person set up a camera to catch a glimpse of the famous Bigfoot. Days turned into nights, and just when things were getting a bit boring, something amazing happened. The camera, sitting quietly, recorded the incredible moment when Bigfoot came out from the murk. This huge, hairy animal walked through the thick trees, leaving big footprints on the ground. The video, a bit shaky but so fascinating, proved that Bigfoot might actually be real, causing a lot of excitement online. People were talking a lot about the sighting, especially because you could hear the loud thuds of Bigfoot's way. Some people did not believe it was real, while others who believed in Bigfoot were really happy to have some proof. This mysterious animal, usually just a story, now seemed to be a real part of the world, making everyone wonder about the secrets still hidden in the wild forest. Coyote with his friend. Beneath the moon's soft light, a smart coyote waited by a big pipe, its fluffy tail jiggling with excitement. High above, a loud road carried cars like a fast swash. The coyote looked around with sharp eyes, listening for its friend's pause. They both knew without talking that they'd stick together. After a while, a noise came from the shadows. The buddy coyote cautiously joined, eyes meeting in a clear understanding. Together, they slipped through hidden dangers under big, hard roads. A watchful camera hidden from the coyotes took a quick picture of their friendship. The shot captured the special moment, saving it forever. It showed how these wild buddies stuck together in the dark, facing the dangers of the human world. With the road humming above, the coyotes still disappeared into the night, leaving only stories before. Zombie woman. On a dark evening, something strange happened on a busy street. Out of nowhere, a zombie lady showed up, stumbling around for everyone to see. Picture this spooky sight: a creature with scary-looking torn clothes, moving among surprised people. The crowd gasped, stuck in a mix of fear and curiosity. Even the police, the ones who keep things in order, watched closely, eyes fixed on the strange scene. As the zombie lady moved on, she hushed over the street. People whispered and talked fast among themselves. Some held on to their things, not sure what was going to be. The police, with serious faces, looked at each other, trying to figure out what was going on. It was a weird moment, like normal life breaking down into something strange. The usual everyday routine interrupted by a surprise visit from the undead. As things got more tense, both the crowd and the police stayed stuck, waiting to see what would happen with this weird interruption. The zombie lady, not noticing the fuss she caused, kept going on her strange travel through the surprise city scene.
Glaring eyes. Trail cam footage has been making headlines. However, the spotlight isn't on the animal captured by it, but on an enigmatic presence that the unblinking lens inadvertently revealed. In the vast fields of the forest, amidst the lurking darkness, an innocent deer could be seen grazing peacefully through the meadows. I know nothing exciting, but here comes the spooky part. If you focus on the left side of the footage, you'll see two large glowing eyes glaring through the darkness of the forest. These giant eyes kept revealing themselves for quite a few minutes, and then they suddenly disappeared into the darkness. This strange footage raised many questions about the creature hiding behind woods. Some claimed it to be Bigfoot's glowing eyes, whereas some pointed it as a forest curse dwelling through the fields. What do you guys think? Do let us know about your theories. A waddling creature. A driver recording his journey through the wilderness of the forest came across something peculiar and strange on his way. Through the bumpy road, in the middle of the forest, a moving object at the side of the road playing with the puddle caught the driver's attention from afar. Hence, on coming close to that creature, the driver zoomed in, and as soon as it began driving across it, this dark-colored creature swiftly sprinted into the woods with a dangling gait. Unaware of the nature of this peculiar animal, the driver kept recording it while driving past it. Now, coming to the question of the nature of this wild animal, if you look closely at it, you'd find white stripes across it, making it look like a wild skunk and not an eerie creature. The skunk, upon seeing the driver, ran into the woods as they are protective of their surroundings. Cursed photographs. Imagine taking pictures while hiking through a thick forest only to find a haunted spirit peeking through your photographs. Scary, isn't it? A similar series of events happened with a couple when they were enjoying their hiking venture in the mountain forest, unaware of the presence of spooky spirits wandering around. Upon looking through their camera roll, they were astonished to spot a strange presence behind them. At first, it seemed like a bird, captured while taking its flight, but as they zoomed over, a wave of fear ran across their body as there was a strange figure with a clear face peeking from the trees. A demonic presence, a satanic face trying to get in the frame of a happy couple like curse. The couple ran checks over this footage. However, this case remained unresolved as the authorities were unable to locate any evidence regarding this strange encounter. Ominous nightmare. When your eyes suddenly open in the middle of the night, a normal person would usually encounter darkness and peaceful silence surrounding him, wouldn't he? But there are some people who would come across cursed creatures with their dreadful sight and voices haunting the surroundings if their eyes accidentally opened at a specific time, or you can say 3 a.m. In this video, a girl encounters a goat coming from behind the curtain. At first glance, it appears normal, but as the goat opens its mouth, waves of horrific sound reach the eardrums, making one hold his ear. The girl shifts her camera towards the clock, showing the dreadful time of the day, 3 a.m. In the meantime, the goat's shrieking voice, accompanied by the black tentacles coming out of its mouth and glowing eyes, can be seen clearly in the darkness of the night. This scene is truly terrifying for one sight, but the vlogger seems accustomed to this behavior of the goat and calmly closes the door on the goat, completely shutting it out of the room. The creature of Romania. This peculiar video began with a man recording himself while talking about the unusual sighting that occurred in the Romanian zoo. The man emphasized that such a creature had never been sighted anywhere in the world. However, it is enchained here at the Romanian zoo constraints. After the initial warning, the man entered a dark hall filled with other tourists and visitors. Among these usual voices, strange howls and cries were heard, which kept getting louder as the man moved further into the hall. At last, in the end, a colossal cage was seen with a dwarf-like creature with a distorted face and features, amusing the curious tourists with his unusual appearance and distinct howls. Wild intruder. Who would have imagined that, when you clocked out of your job, the next time you see your workplace, it would be in the coverage of a news channel portraying a horrific scene of a wild bear entering your workplace? It is a heinous sight, isn't it? That exact scene was recorded in the camera footage of Aspen Resort, where a wild bear was wandering around in the resort's kitchen. It is an abominable situation one must never encounter, but sometimes luck is not on your side. This luck ran short on the night guard of Aspen Resort, where he met the rile-up bear after hearing the rustle and bustle in the kitchen. At first, the security didn't come face-to-face with the bear, but as he slowly inspected further into the blind spot of camera footage, the wild bear flung out his sharp claws toward the poor security guard and tossed the poor guy at a feet distance, which probably was best as he sprung out of the door, while the bear also finds this opportunity to escape from that place. A heroic day. A daunting encounter took place on the streets of British Columbia, Canada, where a bear came in a face-to-face meeting with a little boy strolling along with his cycle in front of his front door. Upon seeing the boy, the bear walked gradually toward him in his quest to sniff the young lad. However, in this spine-tingling situation, the boy didn't lose his calm. Instead, he kept still and stared at the bear as he sprinted towards him. When there were only a few inches left between the kid and the bear, a man from behind plunged into the scene like an angel from the sky. With his arm wide open, he began hushing away the bear. Luckily, this trick worked, and the bear ran towards the car and hid behind it. The man still kept looking for the bear in an attempt to scare him away, and his efforts bore fruit as the bear quickly walked away from the neighborhood. Overall, it was an act of courage by both. The young boy kept his nerves under control, while the man courageously took charge of the situation and saved the day. Parental guardians. The forest is home to hundreds of mysterious creatures, and one such creature caught our attention while cradling its baby through a thick jungle. A spooky encounter occurred when a hiker recorded an inhumane beast wandering through the woods. A giant beast, draped in a dark attire from head to toe with all its magnificence, peeped through a huge rock. A bit cautious about his surroundings, it quickly passed through the field while glancing meekly at the camera lens. It was strange for such a wild beast to be observant about his surroundings, almost as if he was protective of something. Soon, this enigma unveiled itself when the gorilla-like creature came out of the bushes, holding its baby and then again disappearing into the woods. This incident reflects light upon the protective nature of a parent, despite its dreadful instincts and the presence of such enigmatic creatures in our worldly domain. Fields of fear? On a dreadful night, full of terror and deafening silence, in the middle of vast fields, a man found himself in a demonic ritual. It all began with a man wandering through vast fields with his torchlight, searching for his two faithful dogs. Following the howls of his dogs, he finally found one of his dogs barking towards a satanic creature, a demon with the head of a goat, cradling his numb dog and walking away. The moment he shifted his attention from his barking dog to that satanic figure, his other dog was taken into possession by another satanic creature, leaving the man breathing heavily in this moment of terror and angst. Skinwalker Ghost. The car dash cam footage shows a white figure crossing the road, moving with a strange, almost animalistic gait. As it comes closer to the car, the figure's true nature becomes clear. It's a skinwalker. The skinwalker's skin is matted and unkempt, and its limbs are too long and thin to be human. As the car drives away, the skinwalker disappears into the darkness. The driver is left feeling shaken and unsure of what they just witnessed. Skinwalkers are said to be powerful and dangerous shapeshifters in Navajo culture, able to take on the form of any animal they desire. Crossing paths with one is considered a bad omen, and many people believe that seeing a skinwalker can bring misfortune or death. Cryptic night encounter. In the dark, a weird video showed a huge creature by a fence. It was big and mysterious, making everyone scared. We couldn't see its face well, but it gave us all the creeps. This strange giant stood there quietly, hidden in the night. We didn't know what it wanted, keeping its secrets in its giant shape. The night told secrets, and the scary creature made everyone feel uneasy. In a strange way, it jumped over the fence, sending a cold shiver through the night. We had no idea what happened next. Too confusing for us to understand. The air felt weird, like something unknown was there. Hearts pounded, asking, what was this thing? Whispers in the wind told stories of a giant mystery that didn't make sense. Afterward, people couldn't forget that spooky night. The video, a scary reminder of something strange, kept its secrets. It left a chilling feeling for those brave enough to think about the mysterious creature. It became a strange story, like a ghost in our minds, making us wonder about things we couldn't understand. Mysterious nighttime spider climbing. In the dark, a secret video showed a huge spider-like thing climbing a tall building. It was mysterious and nobody knew where it came from. The video was not very clear, making the scene even more strange. The spider creature moved up the building in a creepy way, giving everyone a scary feeling. People talked about it, wondering where this creature came from. No one saw it before, and it wasn't like any normal spider. It was too big, making everyone scared as they watched it climb the building. The darkness helped hide the creature's secrets. People asked if it was from a dark place, or if it was a strange thing born from the shadows of the city. The video showed the spider moving like a scary dance against the city lights, making everyone who saw it feel afraid. After the video came out, the city felt uneasy. People realized something very strange had happened. The memory of the spider climbing the building stayed in the minds of those who saw it, like a scary picture in their bad dreams. Creepy creature. The trail camera captured a glimpse of a creature from the night in the middle of the forest. With an uncanny presence, the creature emerged from the shadows and swiftly disappearing in the darkness again after showing itself in the moonlight for a few seconds. It can be seen glowing in the darkness of the night. Many spectators say that it was an otter roaming around in the woods in the night. However, it does look like a mini-sized dinosaur running through the woods at night. What do you think this creature is? Mystic Shearing unveiled cute entity. In the daytime video, there was a strange sight. A black sheep covered in dark wool, almost like a shadow creature. It looked chubby, like a big potato with fuzzy fur all over. Someone, like a protector, showed up to take care of this mysterious creature. She carefully started cutting the wool in a special way, like doing a magical ceremony. The sheep, a big mystery, made it a tough job, not easy for someone who's scared. But surprisingly, the creature stayed calm, as if it knew something magical was about to happen. During the cutting, a kind of magical dance happened between the person and the mysterious creature. As time passed, something magical occurred. The cutting turned the mysterious creature into an adorable, cute being. What was once hidden in shadows now stood in the daylight, looking innocent and new. In the mix of light and dark, the black sheep, now without its mysterious look, showed how special the cutting journey was. It went beyond just making it neat. It became a magical experience. Mysterious video of a huge snake. In a really old farmhouse, way out in a distant village, something strange happened during the day. A weird video popped up showing something mysterious that left everyone who watched it very puzzled. Right in the middle of the video, there was a massive snake. It looked as scary as the village's hidden past. This snake was tied up to a worn-out pillar with some invisible ropes. Its huge size made everyone uncomfortable, like it came from a legend and was now in their hands. People in the village whispered that they might have done this, tied the snake up. But where this snake came from remained a big mystery. It showed up out of nowhere, like a ghostly protector or an omen, and no one could figure out why. The snake had shiny silver scales with dark lines on them. These lines seemed to move in a creepy way, like they had some strange power. Being near it made people feel uneasy, and a cold feeling crept over them. As the video played again and again, more and more questions filled the minds of the villagers and anyone who saw it. The old farmhouse, which already held so many secrets, now had a new puzzle. It both fascinated and frightened everyone, all under the strange gaze of the ancient snake. Giant wolf! In the dark, something strange happened. A big video showed a giant wolf coming out of the shadows. Its eyes were shining mysteriously. The air felt weird and scary as the wolf moved. Like a mysterious dance in the dark. The wolf walked in a tricky way, making it even more mysterious. People watching couldn't move, feeling a scary cold. The wolf looked like a ghost in the night, moving in a strange and graceful way, different from its scary look. People watching got scared, and a shiver went through everyone as the mystery continued. When the wolf got close to the road, the air felt like something unseen was happening. Nobody knew why the wolf was there or what it wanted. Every moment was filled with a feeling of not knowing, like a strange story in the spooky scene. Nobody dared to figure out what the wolf wanted. The video showed something we couldn't explain, like a secret message from the shadows. People stayed confused and curious, like a never-ending puzzle. In that scary night, the mystery stayed, leaving a strong memory in everyone's mind, always remembered as something unknown. A giant black animal. Once upon a time, in a big, wild place, there lived a giant black animal with shaggy fur, nearly like a massive buffalo. This strong beast floated freely through the vast lands, where the trees reached for the sky and the field was as high as a person. One sunny day, this enormous black creature tramped its way toward a strange appliance, a shining and noisy vehicle that did not belong in the wild. Its dark eyes twinkled with curiosity as it approached. The heavy animal lowered its colossal head, and with its immense strength, it gently began to rub its furry head against the side of the vehicle. It was as if the creature set up a new friend in this machine from another world. The vehicle, with its hard essence face, varied starkly with the animal's soft, thick fur. The giant black creature's behavior were a mix of riddle and wonder, as if it was trying to figure out the strange object. This unusual scrape between the wild and the mechanical was a testament to the beauty of nature's curiosity and its capability to accommodate and explore the strange. Lion's attack on giraffe. Once upon a time, in a land of high rocky mountains, there was a peaceful giraffe just minding its own business. The giraffe was walking through the rugged terrain, looking for some appetizing breaks to munch on. It was a bright and sunny day, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers. But suddenly, a growl echoed through the mountains, and a group of fierce lions surfaced from the rocky checks. The lions had spotted the giraffe, and hunger lustered in their eyes. They approached the giraffe with a stealthy way, their strong bodies hidden among the brilliance. The giraffe, seeing danger, tried to run, but the rocky terrain made it delicate. The lions were determined in their pursuit, and they circled the giraffe, their roars filling the air. The giraffe, with its long legs, protested and tried to defend itself, but the lions were determined to catch their mess. The giraffe's heart competed as it faced this dangerous moment in the Rocky Mountains, encircled by empty lions. The battle between the giraffe and the lions was a fierce struggle for survival in the wild, untamed nature. Snake's meal. Once upon a time, in the bright light of day, an empty and cunning snake crawled quietly through the ground. Its body moved like a curled swash, blending with the green world around it. The snake's eyes were fixated on a breathless critter lying on the ground. The animal was no longer alive, and the snake, with its sharp mouth, was determined to have a mess. With a fleet flicker of its black lingo, the snake tasted the air, trying to describe any peril hard. It was like a stealthy operative, making sure no bone could catch it while it had its mess. As the snake approached the still body, its jaws opened wide, revealing its threatening fangs. It inched closer, calculating its move, and also, with a lightning-fast strike, it sank its teeth into the breathless animal's meat. snake's jaw locked onto its prey and it began to sluggishly consume the mess. Its black lingo continued to flutter out, tasting the success of its search. In the bright daylight, the snake's survival instincts accepted in, and it flavored its mess, knowing it had prevailed in the circle of life.
Honey badger versus leopards. Once by a shiny lake, a tough little honey badger was just doing its thing, maybe hunting for a tasty treat. Suddenly, 3 sneaky leopards showed up, hungry eyes glowing. The honey badger felt something was up and stood its ground, ready for whatever. The leopards did not back off. They circled the honey badger. Their spotted fur hiding in the dark, tails fluttering with excitement. The air got tense as the big cats closed in. The honey badger might be small, but it was known for being fierce. With a burst of energy, it fought back, growling and snapping. The leopards were surprised and hesitated for a moment. A wild fight broke out near the calm lake, with claws swiping and teeth showing. The honey badger bravely took on the challenge, proving that strength is not just about size. The story of this battle by the water would be talked about among the reeds for a long time. Real Bigfoot sighting. One sunny day in a thick jungle, a guy pointed his camera into the wild, hoping to find cool stuff. Suddenly, a strange thing popped out of the dark, all furry and super high.
He's way back there, you see him? It's a blonde one too, he's just peeking.
Joe's heart fought because he was gaping right at what many thought was a made-up creature. Bigfoot. His camera shook a bit, but he kept it together, focusing on this giant thing. Sunlight browsed through the leaves, showing off how huge the critter was. Every step it took made the ground shake. The guy could not stop gasping in amazement, and his sounds mixed with the leaves making noise as Bigfoot strolled through the bushes. At that moment, the guy's camera caught evidence of something people talked about for ages. Even though the video was a bit shaky, it became proof that this mysterious critter, always part of stories, was real. The jungle, once full of secrets, now had a big one that the guy, with his wide eyes and camera, shared with everyone. Real Bigfoot footprints. In a mysterious forest, some curious scientists found something really amazing. Huge footprints that could only belong to Bigfoot, the mysterious critter. These prints pressed into the soft ground were like nature's secret communication. The scientists with wide eyes and amazed faces carefully measured and looked at the giant footprints, their minds filled with excitement.
You can see a little bit where he smashed. See the toes.
The footprints, each as big as a dinner plate, hinted at a creature talked about in stories around campfires. This discovery made scientists everywhere wonder and talk. The researchers with cameras and tools for measuring carefully wrote down everything they found, hoping to solve the Bigfoot puzzle.
When it goes here.
The once quiet timber now echoed with whispers from those who saw evidence of a creature that people talked about for hundreds of times.
We've all had experiences that have changed our lives. I mean, literally shook the foundations of what we...
These footprints, like old hints in the Earth's diary, made the scientists even more curious. They wanted to go deeper into the wild to find this mysterious giant. As the sun set and long shadows covered the forest, the researchers left feeling amazed and determined, eager to uncover the secrets hidden in those huge footprints. Leaf-like frog. Once in a quiet forest, there was this magical frog that played pretend as a leaf. It had rust-like skin and bumps that looked just like leaves around it. Nobody knew that the regular-looking leaf was actually a smart frog in disguise. One day, a man who liked exploring the forest took out his camera to take a movie of all the pretty things. Little did he know, the magical frog was right there, looking just like the old leaves. Later, when the man checked his shots, he saw the hidden frog. He was super surprised and zoomed in on the picture. He noticed the frog's tiny eyes and feet that looked like they belonged to a frog, not a leaf. This mysterious frog had tricked everyone with its leafy act. The man could not believe he got such a cool picture. The special moment made him feel amazed and made him see that nature has lots of cool surprises. It was like a reminder that sometimes the most amazing stuff is right there, pretending to be ordinary. Wild Komodo dragon. In a big, deep forest, there was a strong and wild Komodo dragon. Its shiny scales looked like a tough guard in the sun, and its eyes showed how fierce it was. This tough dragon was like the boss of the forest, moving still and gracefully through the bushes. The air felt heavy with the dragon around, telling other animals to stay away. One day, a curious watchman came into the forest. They were not scared and walked up to the dragon with a brave look in their eye. Surprisingly, a weird friendship started between them.
Look at this, you guys! Whoa, look at this massive piece. I gotta be really...
The watchmen did not mind that the dragon was usually mean. Instead, they played together in the forest. It was like a show with the high trees and the sound of leaves. The watchman and the dragon danced and played, breaking the normal rules of the wild. Their strange friendship became a secret story in the heart of the forest, a tale of a surprising bond between a tough Komodo dragon and a watchman who loved the wild world.
I got one over there and one over here. Whoa, look at these.
Black mysterious animal. One night, news folks found something super strange deep in the forest. It was really quiet and kind of creepy. With their flashlights, they saw this weird black pig that looked like it came from another world. Its fur was super dark, like it soaked up all the night, and its eyes were so smart looking. The reports were so amazed and kinda scared. They whispered to each other, trying to figure out where this mysterious pig came from. The usually noisy forest got all quiet, like everything was holding its breath around this strange creature. The news people, all curious and not sure what to suppose, watched the pig closely. They tried to retake it, but as soon as the camera came out, the black pig dissolved into the darkness. It left everyone wondering and amazed. The news people were left scratching their heads, telling everyone about this crazy discovery. That black pig turned into a big mystery, like a puzzle waiting to be solved in the deep, dark woods. Weird creature. One spooky night on a quiet beach, a camera caught something really strange. Picture this, a strange creature kind of like a banged up monkey with a white, lifeless body. It was like a mystery waiting to be solved. The sand, usually calm and peaceful, turned into the stage for this weird encounter. As the camera rolled in the dark, there it was, this odd thing lying still on the beach. Its body looked like a monkey's, but all white, like it had a secret date with paint. The creature seemed out of place, as if it did not fit in with the usual sand crowd. The waves whispered in confusion, and the night breeze felt full of wonder. What was this weird thing doing here? The camera, like a detective, found the oddity, capturing the strange moment. In the quiet night, the mystery stayed unsolved, and the odd creature with its banged-up white body left us with more questions than answers. The beach, once super calm, now had a secret that only the moon and the waves knew. Mysterious creature spotted an island. On the quiet island one afternoon, something weird occurred. A mysterious black and slippery creature was seen swimming in the water. No one knew what it was, but everyone got super curious. Also, out of nowhere, the island's camera caught a glimpse of this mysterious swimmer. It moved through the waves in a spooky way, making everyone super confused. The video went around and all the island people gathered to watch, their eyes big with wonder and maybe a little scared. People started talking, trying to figure out where this creature came from. Some said it could be a make-believe sea animal, while others thought it might be a lost sea monster. The whole island felt kind of mysterious and exciting. While everyone was guessing, the creature just kept on swimming mysteriously, making everyone wonder what was going on under the water. People on the island could not stop talking about it, like trying to solve a cool puzzle. The mysterious creature became the big content, and everyone was waiting for further clues to figure out the mystery. mummified aliens. Researchers found something really strange. What they saw are old aliens that looked like they're girdled up like mummies. This news surprised a lot of scientists and got people everywhere thinking about what could be going on. The scientists are slowly showing these supposed alien bodies. The air is heavy with excitement, like waiting for something big to happen. People watching cannot believe their eyes as these weird figures are revealed. They look like aliens, but also a bit like something we might know. People in the room have lots of questions. Are these really aliens, or is there a simpler explanation? Some people doubt it, while others are really happy about the idea that we might not be alone in the universe. News about these spreads really fast. The quiet town is suddenly super famous, and everyone is talking about these aliens. It's like a big mystery that the whole world is interested in.
The vicious rattlesnake. From the deadliest creatures of the outer realm to the wild, slithering animals of our domain, the world is full of vicious encounters. Just like in this video, a man showcases the true nature of a rattlesnake. With its intense buzzing sounds, the rattlesnake was generating a sense of fear in its surroundings. Unafraid of the vicious trap of the rattlesnake, the man kept recording the dreadful species. Its glaring eyes remained fixated on the intrusive man. The apparent wrath in his cold eyes was enough to devour any dwelling prey, and its continuous rattling tail was enough to haunt nearby creatures. Aware of the lurking danger, the daring man, being cautious of actions, kept recording this reptile as he was fascinated by its constant rattles. Satan in the bushes. In the vast fields far from human neighborhoods, and in the close vicinity of the dense forest, a man began recording some strange movements. Behind the withered bushes around a tall electricity tower, something peculiar and a shadowy figure appeared. As the observer recorded the video from afar, hence only it was impossible to gauge the size of this eerie creature. Only two sharp horns with pointed round tips are visible in the video, giving it the appearance of some bull or a mountain goat. Nonetheless, the creature looked creepy in its attire, almost like a cursed satanic goat peeking through the bushes. Creepy settlement under the bridge. In this blurred video of an underbridge settlement surrounded by thick-grown vines and wild bushes, an observer witnessed something weird. To find out the cause of this unusual activity, the man hops on a journey to find out the truth about these vague movements. As soon as he went under the bridge, heaps of wild twigs and branches welcomed him, all hiding the entrance of a long bridge, giving it an appearance of ambush to protect the unknown. The man was ready to make his first step into that horrid place, but soon rushed home because something supernatural had made him lose control. As soon as he saw that apparition, he was caught off guard and stumbled on his shaking steps. But within a second, he gathered courage and ran away. Living footballs. Have you ever seen a giant rolling ball swaying across the woods? Can you believe that these giant balls are alive? They are these fascinating creatures that can compact themselves in a ball to travel greater distances. It is a rare sight to witness armadillos in their unpacked form. However, a trail cam was successful enough to capture these creatures in its memory. Amidst the dark jungles, surrounded by sky-high trees, a cute little animal gradually marches forward with a slow gait in open fields. This adorable species only appeared briefly with its tiny feet tiptoeing through the grassy areas and then disappeared into the woods. Vicious werewolf. A trail cam recording captures a spine-chilling moment of a werewolf lurking behind the bushes. The eerie footage shows the creature's silhouette pacing back and forth before it suddenly stops and looks directly at the camera. Its glowing eyes reflect the light from the camera, and it seems as if the werewolf was aware of its presence being recorded. The creature's movements are swift and sudden. and after a few minutes it becomes agitated and disturbs the camera, causing the recording to end abruptly. This unsettling footage will leave viewers with goosebumps and questioning the existence of these mythical creatures. Lion's Feast. Recorded by a helpless tourist, this video is enough to send shivers down your spine as you question the unpredictability of a human's mortal being. Who could have thought that a fun adventure at a safari park could turn into a life-ending trauma, a horrific incident that could devour your loved ones' lives? The video began with an older man strolling through the open safari fields and into the lion's den. A daring move, isn't it? And this tiny mistake cost that man his life. Triggered by the sudden intrusion into its land, the lion sprinted towards the old man. Unfortunately, the old man, due to his lean body, couldn't keep up pace with the lurking danger. Hence, the lion seized him the moment he was about to step into his safe zone and dragged him away towards his old hiding. There, he devoured him into sizable bites, with cries of help and shrieks of helplessness echoing through the safari.
Oh my God! Somebody help, please!
Please get a gun!
Hunting gone wrong. A hunter holding his gun upright, pointing at its aim, was breathing heavily in a dense forest filled with vicious creatures and deadly beasts. With shaking hands, he kept walking towards thick bushes. To end our curiosities, a giant grizzly bear plunged out of the bushes, slowly made its way toward the man, and then hid again behind dense foliage. One must have thought that the hunter could quickly escape this terrible situation had he used his gun correctly. But there's more to the scene as another grizzly bear cub pops from a bush. According to the hunter, there were 3 cubs with their mother bear. Thus, it would have been inhumane for him to shoot her, as the mother was being protective of his kids. An unusual friendship. What is more innocent and purer than the friendship between a human and an animal? It seems like there isn't any. A man gently opens his door to welcome his animal friend with a sweet and comforting voice, calling it Buddy.
Buddy.
To have an evening coffee or beverage at the door pavement with his doe-eyed deer friend. An adorable deer swiftly reacts, comes in the direction of the familiar voice, and enters the old manlit house where his human friend offers him a snack or two. The doe-eyed deer munches on the snack dearly, and this scene warms one's heart.
What's up, dude?
The purity of this scene is unmatched and unparalleled. Enigmatic encounter in forest. Who doesn't like to stroll in the morning, breathing in the fresh air? This type of exercise is best for relaxing one's mind and removing any negative thoughts. But during this peaceful stroll, suddenly, an eerie presence engulfs this moment of peace. This feeling was felt by an individual peacefully walking on a track surrounded by dense forest. This individual slowly pans out his camera towards the dense forest. This individual sees nothing but plants of different species portraying their colors. But as he shifts his camera in a particular space, at first, it appeared as a blackish shadow. But as the camera zoomed in, 2 eyes with a blackish hue stared back at it, making this phenomenal encounter a thrilling sight, enough to keep one awake for days. The wild lioness. In the stillness of the jungle, the hunter came with the thought to hunt an elk and mentally prepared himself for all the possible situations, but none prepared him for a sudden encounter with a savage beast. The camera recording began with the hunter getting shocked by the sudden entry of the lioness. He aimed his Glock 27 at the lioness, who was dangerously close to him.
Get back.
The moment the lioness takes one step more, the hunter shoots at it, and the lioness moves backward. The frightened man shot again to scare it out, and surprisingly, it worked because after the second shot, the lioness stared down at the hunter for a while, and then left in the opposite direction while the frightened man shakily lowered the gun. Giraffe meets a baby deer. In the enigmatic embrace of the savannah, a towering giraffe stood sturdy, with its majestic stature casting long shadows, its curious eyes fixated on a delicate sight, a fawn, its lean legs barely able to support its own weight, nestled amongst the bumpy surface of emerald foliage. The mother giraffe is confused by the height difference. It inspects the baby deer, sniffs it, and lowers its neck to wonder how this tiny being can coexist in the same frame as gigantic creatures like us. But as the vehicle approaches, the baby deer runs out of the vicinity of the giraffe. Silent watchers. Amidst the darkness, there lie untamed creatures that wander through the fields unannounced only to curse the species from the real world. In such darkness, a trail camera was set up in the bushes to record the eerie movements throughout the night. A cloak of vivid smog prevailed in front of the lens, adding more terror to an already haunted atmosphere. A minor disturbance soon turned into a major blow when something unknown tried to move the trail cam, and it tumbled down suddenly in an isolated forest. What possibly could have done that? A gust of wind or a horrid creature? Let us know in the comments. Yahoos. Most of you must have heard about the strange creatures called Yahoos mentioned in the Gulliver Travels, but who could have thought that these creatures would jump out of the fantasy world into our worldly realm? For instance, in this video, a small, human-like creature is seen hopping through the woods, cautious about its perilous surroundings. Having no similarity to human dwarfs, due to his distinct head and long pointed ears, this creature holds a distinct uniqueness. Draped in dried leaves, this eerie being paved its way in front of the camera, only to disappear in a swift second. However, this video isn't enough to provide a solid testament to its presence, as it could be an AI-generated animation. The wolf attack on a man. Once upon a time, there was a cameraman on an instigative adventure deep in the wild. He was on a charge to capture the fugitive and mysterious wolves on film. With his camera ready and heart pounding with excitement, he ventured into the desert. After hours of patient waiting, he eventually stumbled upon a quiet cave. To his amazement, inside the cave were a mama wolf and her bitsy, lovable babies. The cameraman could not believe his luck, and he sluggishly moved closer to get the perfect shot. But as he inched nearer, the mama wolf grew nervous and defensive. In an unforeseen, fearful moment, she attacked the cameraman, teeth disclosed and growling. He realized he'd come too close, too quickly, and the wolf was only trying to defend her precious pups. In a frantic struggle, the cameraman fought to cover himself, trying not to harm the wolf. Ultimately, he managed to retreat safely, shaken, but alive. It was a lesson learned about considering the wild and the significance of keeping a safe distance from its habitants. A hungry monkey. Once upon a time in a big hot desert, there was actually an empty monkey. The sun was shining so brightly that the sand felt like a hot roaster. The monkey's abdomen rolled loudly, and he could not ignore his hunger any longer. With his little monkey hands, he dug into the hot beach, looking for being to eat. At first, all he set up were some dry sticks and rocks, but he did not give up. He knew that the desert had secrets hidden deep beneath the beach. Also, after some digging and forbearance, he set up a secret treasure, a juicy, ripe cactus fruit. The fruit was a bright orange color and looked so appetizing. The monkey could not believe his luck. His eyes sparkled with joy as he plucked the fruit from the cactus and bit into it. The sweet and juicy meat cooled his parched throat, and he savored every bite. With each bite, the monkey's hunger sluggishly evaporated, and he felt a renewed energy. He knew he'd set up a mess fit for a desert king, and he enjoyed every last bit of that delicious cactus fruit. The monkey, now gratified in full, lay back in the shade of the cactus, appreciative for his desert feast. The bear rings the doorbell. One spooky night out in the wild woods, there was a curious bear on the prowl. This furry friend had a freak glamour for doorbells. Little did anyone know that a trail camera had its open-eyed eye on the scene. As the moon cast creepy dark, the bear approached a lonely house. In the pitch-black night, it reared up on its hind legs like a big, light jumbo, and with a heavy paw, it reached out to press the doorbell. It was a bit like a big, furry cutlet poking at the button. The trail camera, hidden hard, snapped a print just in time to capture this unforeseen moment. The bear's sportful curiosity, or maybe its mischievous intentions, were a riddle, but the image revealed a humorous side of nature. The house, unknowing of the darkness caller, stayed quiet as the bear's bell-ringing adventure came to an end. This strange but fascinating event was a remembrance of the surprising encounters that can be in the wild, indeed when we least await it. Lion killed the cheetah. Once upon a time, on a bright and sunny day, there was a big, strong lion and a fast, spotted cheetah. They both lived on a farm with lots of creatures. The lion and the cheetah were always trying to prove who was the powerful. One day, the captain and the cheetah had a big fight. The captain was actually strong, with sharp teeth and strong muscles. He roared loudly and showed his strength. The cheetah, on the other hand, was quick and graceful. She ran around trying to outsmart the lion. In the end, after a fierce battle, the lion managed to catch the cheetah. With a strong swipe of his paw, he defeated the cheetah. It was a tough day for the ranch, as the lion had shown his strength and won the battle. The other creatures watched in astonishment as the lion proved his dominance, but they also felt sad for the courageous cheetah. This day became a part of the farm's history, a day when the lion showed his power, and the cheetah's spirit faded from memory. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters, and remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures. Angry Lioness. This video shows one of the most rare sightings ever captured on camera. In the beginning, we see a lion behind a huge rock, and suddenly it is attacked by a lioness whom it went close to. The lioness growls at him and attacks him with her claws. The lion looks terrified and tries to run away, but the mighty lioness does not let him run without clawing his face off. It is one of the most incredible sightings captured on camera. Imagine the king of the jungle being attacked by his own queen. It sounds hilarious and terrifying at the same time. What do you think about it? Giant wolf. In a deep, dark forest where the high trees rumored secrets and the leaves rustled like whispers, a great big wolf prowled. This wolf was massive, with sharp teeth like daggers and eyes that shimmered with hunger. The wolf's fur was as dark as the night, and its breath started like fog. One sunny day, a little doggy, much lower than the giant wolf, was playing in the forest. The doggy's fur was a blend of brown and white, and its tail wagged with excitement as it explored the forest land. But also, in an unforeseen and fearful moment, the big wolf charged at the little doggy. The doggy's heart pounded and it barked in fear. The forest echoed with the wolf's fierce growls, and the ground shook with its heavy way. The little canine's instincts accepted in, and it ran as quickly as its bitsy legs could carry it, contending through the trees and springing over backwoods. The chase continued through the woods, with the big wolf hot on the doggy's tail. It was a heart-pounding race between a giant wolf and a small, clever survivor in the wild. Fight of two giant bears. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a wild and untamed jungle, Two massive, black, furry grizzly bears set up themselves locked in a ferocious and roaring showdown. The sun was shining brightly above, casting dappled shafts through the thick cover of trees onto the jungle bottom. Both bears, snorting and growling, were locked in a battle of strength and will. They stood on their hind legs, their claws glinting in the sun as they swiped and roared at each other. The earth vibrated beneath their strong paws. Each bear was determined to prove their dominance over this lush and mysterious home. Leaves rustled, and branches shook as they collided, transferring echoes of their ferocious fight through the jungle. The birds in the trees took to the sky, their bodies beating in an unmelodious delirium. Other creatures galloped down, fleeing the explosive spectacle of these giants colliding. As the day wore on, the battle raged, a true test of muscle and flexibility. The jungle bore evidence to this grand struggle, and only time would tell which bear would crop as the sovereign of this untamed area. Deer at night. In the quiet of the night, deep within the heart of the forest, a curious and graceful animal came up from the darkness. The forest was dark, but the moon's soft light filtered through the leaves, disclosing the mysterious visitor. This graceful being with eyes like stars moved quietly, each step a delicate formel on the forest floor. Little did it know, a quiet guard was observing. A trail camera, like a silent guard, captured the deer's every move. It stood still for a moment, its delicate figure lightened by the camera's flash. The image was like a secret between the forest and technology, a brief look into the life of this attractive forest inhabitant. The night continued, and the deer disappeared into the depths of the woods, leaving behind only a memory on the trail cam, a memory to be participated in, a story to be told, a moment to be loved in the peaceful beauty of the forest at night. Wolves attacking the hare. In the bright daytime, a strange event happened on an empty field. A video showed two wolves chasing a little hare. The wolves were like hidden shadows, and their reasons were unclear. The hare, feeling danger, ran as fast as it could to stay safe. One wolf tried to grab the hare's tail, but the hare quickly changed direction, escaping its grasp. The chase continued, like a game of life and death under the sun. One wolf was eager to catch the hare, showing its sharp teeth and mean eyes. The hare surprised everyone by swiftly changing its path, avoiding capture. The wolves were relentless, like determined hunters. They tried to catch the hare with every jump and move, but the clever hare used zigzag moves to confuse them, like a secret dance with the wolves. As the chase went on, it became more mysterious. The hare's graceful escape mixed with the wolves' fierce chase created a suspenseful story. The sun watched, creating strange shadows and bright spots in this thrilling drama. In the end, the hare managed to escape, slipping away from the wolves' jaws. This mysterious video left us with a captivating and eerie image of a world where life and death played an enigmatic game in the wild.
Lady on Mars. Being on Mars, the big red planet, some scientists and space explorers were there checking things out. Also, out of nowhere, a spooky surprise. They saw a ghostly lady right in front of them. She looked all misty and had a faint glow around her. The astronauts were so surprised their jaws nearly hit the rusty ground. Quickly, they tried to take pictures with their cameras. This ghostly lady seemed to be floating above the red Martian surface, and it made no sense. The scientists, who were doubtful at first, could not believe they were seeing something supernatural on Mars. It was like a weird and comforting meeting in the lonely space of the red planet. Back on Earth, when the pictures got to the scientists' headquarters, everyone was super excited and could not believe it. They wondered if it was just some Mars air trick or if they had really found a ghostly visitor from some other place. Anxious Bobcat. In a little town with quiet farms, there's this story buzzing around that everyone's talking about. One night when the moon was hanging low in the sky, a camera that watched the fields caught something strange. Usually the fields are peaceful, but on this night, it turned into a stage for a nervous bobcat. Its eyes were glowing like small lanterns in the dark. The camera meant to see night visitors snapped a picture of this jittery cat, its paws fidgeting in the eerie glow. This bobcat named Bob looked really anxious. His eyes were wide and shining like two fireflies caught in car headlights. His fur was all puffed up and his whiskers were twitching nervously. Everyone wondered why a usually calm bobcat was acting so jumpy. The local farmers could not figure it out and started guessing about the mysteries of that night. The pictures spread quickly, and everyone had their own ideas about why Bob, the glowing-eyed bobcat, was acting so strangely. Some folks thought it was something supernatural, while others figured Bob just had a tough day. Mysterious black rock. One regular day, while the clock ticked away, a strange black rock fell from the sky, crashing through the roof of a simple home. The woman inside doing her daily duties got a big surprise from this sudden event. The room echoed with the sound of the unexpected rock, leaving behind dust and surprise. Her curiosity took over, and she carefully went closer to the mysterious rock. Its smooth surface sparkled in a weird darkness, grabbing her attention with its strange charm. The woman with wide eyes touched the cool, mysterious material, sensing a strange energy coming from it. Her home, which used to be quite ordinary, turned into a place filled with wonder. It felt like the universe gave her a special gift, bringing enchantment with it. The woman could not help but wonder where this cosmic rock came from and why it landed in her home. Little did she know, this unexpected event would lead to a story of curiosity and discovery that would stay with her for a long time. Insane paranormal activity. One spooky night, a man was fast asleep when his camera accidentally caught something really creepy. In the quiet dark, weird effects started happening, and the camera caught things that could not be seen. Suddenly, the door made a creepy sound and swung open each by itself, breaking the peaceful night.
There it is again.
The man woke up because of this strange happening. He grabbed a shaky flashlight and nervously walked through his house, checking every room carefully.
Yo!
The light showed strange dark moving around, making everything feel even scarier. His heart was beating so fast as he silently walked around, not knowing what was causing all this weird stuff. With every step he got more scared, his mind imagining all sorts of strange things. The camera kept recording every bit of this spooky night, showing things that did not make sense. In the dim light of the flashlight, the man's eyes got wider with every strange thing he saw, and those mysterious moments stuck in his memory for a long time.
We're coming up. Hello.
Ghost or animal spotted. Late at night, two guys were driving through the big fields in their vehicle. The moon was slightly visible, making the empty farm look kind of spooky. While they were driving, the effects felt weirdly tense. Suddenly, their vehicle's light showed a strange shadow. It was super dark and looked like a weird creature, or maybe a ghost. The guys got a big shock, and they stared at each other with wide eyes, their hearts beating fast in the quiet. This dark figure appeared out of nowhere, making them feel really scared. It felt like the shadowy thing came to life right in front of them, giving them the chills. The air getting colder as this mysterious thing stayed in front of their vehicle's camera. The guys could not move because they were both scared and super curious. They could not figure out if it was an animal, a ghost, or something they could not understand. Bull on the beach. One sunny day at the beach, a big and strong bull surprised everyone by running onto the sandy shores. Someone recorded the whole thing on a camera, making the day at the sand even more exciting. Families were sitting under colorful umbrellas and kids were building sandcastles when this unexpected bull stole all the attention. The camera zoomed in and caught the bull running wildly and happily along the support. Its powerful hooves kicked up the beach, making a fun dance that made everyone watching laugh. Children pointed and parents quickly took out their phones to take pictures. The bull did not seem to notice the people and enjoyed running freely on the open beach. The waves crashed along with its energetic run, creating a pretty picture. People at the beach smiled and talked about the unexpected visitor, making an ordinary sand day into a special story about nature being spontaneous. The video went online, became very popular, and for a short time, the bull became a famous beach character, leaving happy memories for those who saw its surprise visit. Mysterious creature spotted in water.
Look at that.
As the sun went down and the world turned kind of dark, a bunch of familiars hopped on a chill boat lift. They were all laughing and having a good time, but things got a bit crazy when this huge black thing showed up in the water. Everybody freaked out a bit when this massive shadowy creature started gliding smoothly through the water. It was so big, and you could just barely see its sleek shape in the dimming light. People on the boat could not believe their eyes as this mysterious thing started playing peekaboo with the growing shadows. They were all staring, trying to figure out what in the world they were looking at. The creature moved in a fancy but kind of spooky way, like it was dancing under the darkening sky. As everyone whispered about how cool it was, the big thing vanished into the deep water, leaving everybody amazed and curious. The calm boat ride turned into this crazy moment with something strange, and now the memory of that mysterious creature was stuck in their heads. Giant wolves caught on cam. In a thick jungle where sunlight peeks through leaves, something cool happened. A hidden camera in the tall tree spotted two really big wolves. Their fur was a blend of grays and browns, and they moved with strong grace. The camera caught every detail as they moved through the jungle, checking out something with their sharp eyes. The wolves seemed to talk without making a sound. Their big ears twitched, listening to the forest secrets. In the daylight, you could see the cool patterns in their fur. The camera took a picture, freezing the wild beauty of these creatures. The usually noisy jungle full of bird chirps and leaf rustles got quiet, amazed by these amazing animals. The video spread around, showing the awesome things nature hides. The jungle full of green and earthly colors briefly showed off its protectors, two quiet, powerful wolves. Anyone lucky enough to see this unexpected meeting on the camera would remember it for a long time. The frilled shark. In the super deep ocean where sunlight hardly goes, some curious scientists found something really strange, a frilled shark. This creature had big eyes and lots of sharp teeth, making it seem like it's not from our world. The scientists with their camera were super lucky to retake this hard-to-find shark. Its body was like a long eel, and it had frilly edges around its mouth, making it look really ancient and special. The frilled shark moved in the dark like it was dancing, and the scientists were amazed. It's a really old ocean creature that has been around for hundreds of years, living in the deep ocean. The camera showed the secrets of this rare creature as it swam with a strange and elegant grace. The scientists felt so excited and fascinated, like they had front row seats to super rare show in the mysterious parts of the ocean. Seeing the frilled shark through their camera made the ocean's hidden wonders even more interesting and puzzling.
Behind its grin is a mouth like nothing researchers...
Jamaican mermaid. Do you believe in mermaids? If not, then this video will baffle you out of your wits as it captures one of the most wanted enchanted creatures of the fantasy world. It all began when two men were exploring through a river surrounded by thick mangroves in Jamaica. They were casually gossiping around, capturing the essence of nature, recording the glistening water of the river. And then something took them by surprise. A peculiar thing was hiding behind a giant rock, and as soon as they shifted their camera toward it took a sudden dive into the river. The camera kept recording these unusual movements through the shallow, and suddenly the creature plunged out of the river, revealing its lustrous hair. This incident terrified them to their core, and they ran away without having the proper footage of the Jamaican mermaid. Alligator ambush. Notorious for its lethal death rolls, a giant alligator was spotted by the authorities in some water park, wandering through the fields unattended. 2 men were sent by the authorities to handle this savage beast. They tried to capture it by blindfolding his eyes using a white cloth. This scheme didn't go according to the plan, and the man who was all set to grab his tail from behind fell into the alligator's trap. The moment he tried to have hold of his tail, the alligator snapped at him, grabbed him by his shirt, and bit his hand. Though the grip was loose, the man managed to escape the wrath of this unruly beast. Skinwalkers. Imagine vlogging deep in the woods on a foggy day only to gain the attention of a vicious, spooky creature. The video began with a boy talking about an excellent hiding spot, or a base that he made with his cousin.
I just wanted to show you guys my cool base that I made a while ago with my cousin.
He mentioned all the things surrounding his base camp, the fencing and the unusual chair placements, not going to lie. The children seemed quite happy about his small hiding in the forest. Suddenly, while he was busy describing his base camp, he heard a strange sound. The camera quickly shifted towards the abandoned woods. At first, the boy thought it was some wild cow who lost his way, but within a few seconds, he was astonished to witness a white, slender creature running towards him at full speed. However, the boy managed to escape from this daring encounter.
Oh, frick!
Halloween nightmares. Let us dive back into spooky roadside incidents where spirits haunt you out of your wits and fear grabs you by your collar, leaving you in inexplicable situations. One such roadside incident occurred when a man was driving through a quiet road in the dark, and upon driving he was met by an eerie creature on the side of it. To our astonishment, a very visible man came out of nowhere. He had the body of a man, but his face seemed distorted or burnt. In general, he had a very scary appearance, and trust me guys, this wasn't the only thing spooky about him. As soon as the driver moved past him, he started following the car almost like a cursed spirit. However, this can also be a Halloween prank. What do you guys think? Night falls. Night, a time brimmed with starry sky and dreamy world, but at the same time, it's full of terrors, a breeding time for savage creatures, an awakening of creepy spirits that circles throughout the sphere. Such a spooky creature was caught in the backyard of a house where 2 lads were having drinks and conversing casually, but suddenly one of them noticed a strange presence. An enigmatic creature raised from the darkness with its vast, slender, bony legs that could easily cover more than a meter per step. As soon as this creature came into clear sight, the 2 individuals sprung out of their chair, throwing their beer in utter terror and fright. However, this inhumane creature didn't care about the sudden outburst and sprinted away from them. Eyes of the unknown. In the wilderness of an abandoned forest, a young man set out on an adventurous journey to explore the mystique nature of the enchanted jungle. Within a few seconds, he was captivated by an enthralling animal. As the camera focused onto that creature, it became still moment in a relatively sparse forest. At first glance, it appeared like an animal was protruding from the fallen log, but as it zoomed in, it seemed like a whitewashed skull with holes dogged in it. These holes appear to be black orbs of something entirely inhumane, looking dead straight into the camera. This video raised speculations about the credibility of such mystique creatures in our natural world. Bigfoot's menace. Mythical creatures are usually imagined as symbols, guardians, and breathtaking figures in folklore. But among this visual splendor, there are other creatures so hideous and horrific that one wants to run away as far as possible. In the dimly lit security footage, an astonishing and creepy scene unfolds, where a figure in the rear view resembling the legendary Bigfoot can be seen throwing a heavy rock onto the nearby skunk, probably unaware of the terrific presence near him. The stone arcs through the air, narrowly missing its target. Startled by the sudden attack, the skunk darts away quickly. The footage captures a truly extraordinary moment, offering a horrific glimpse of such a creature. The forest secret. In a quiet and peaceful forest, far down from the noise and rush of people, a secret problem was affecting the safety of some hens living there. Being dangerous was sneaking in the dark, putting the hens at danger. The forest had always been a safe place for these birds, but one by one they were fading without anyone knowing why. To fence the hens, someone who looked out about them decided to take action. They set up a clever trap in the resort of catching the mysterious beast responsible for the hens' losses. They placed delicious grains and seeds inside the trap to attract the unknown violator. To catch this mysterious troublemaker in the act, the smart person initiated small alert cameras each around the forest. These little cameras were ready to record any wrongdoing by the offender. The forest now turned into a platform, with the trap and cameras acting as tools to bring justice. The charge to cover the hens had begun, and the entire forest was eager to break the enigma that had been bothering it. Tara's wildlife. Once upon a time, in a wild and lush forest, there lived an animal named Tara. Tara was a furry and nimble beast with a long tail. Tara was a true forest discoverer. With sharp claws and keen senses, it could climb trees and run through the green with ease. Tara's life in the wildlife was full of adventures. It would hunt for delicious treats like rodents and fruits, always on the lookout for an appetizing mess. Occasionally, it would indeed swim in the clear canals to catch fish. Tara had a family too. They would play together, chase each other through the trees, and educate the immature Taras the ways of the forest. Their home was a cozy den hidden amidst the trees, safe from utmost wolves. Tara's wildlife world was a thrilling and beautiful place, full of surprises, where it thrived as a clever and curious animal, a true master of the forest. The mysterious encounter. Once upon a time, there was a man who decided to set up a special camera deep in the quiet, mysterious forest. His plan was to capture movie of the wild creatures that wandered the forest, hoping to see being amazing. The first picture he took flashed a beautiful deer, its gentle eyes looking right at the camera. The man was thrilled with his first shot, allowing he'd succeeded in his operation. But when he checked the other picture, his excitement turned to fear. Rather of a wild creature, the photograph revealed being creepy and unsettling. It looked like a creepy, shadowy figure of a man, or perhaps indeed a police officer wandering in the timber. The man could not believe his eyes, and a tremble ran down his spine. The forest, once a place of wonder, now held a secret that transferred chills down his spine, and he knew he'd stumbled upon being far more mysterious than he ever imagined. The mysterious white ball. One dark and quiet night, a trail camera placed in front of a house managed to catch existent, truly mysterious. The camera's lens captured a strange, glowing white ball floating through the night sky. It moved with a creepy grace, nearly like a ghostly sphere. The sight was both alluring and puzzling, leaving the curious homeowner and anyone who saw the footage wondering about its origin and purpose. As the footage played out, it appeared as though the spiritual ball was on its own secret trip, gliding through the air in a way that defied explanation. The night's blanket added an air of secret, making it look truly more paranormal. Could it have been a slapdash balloon, a rare natural miracle, or being beyond our understanding? The enigmatic ball's appearance left the spectators with a sense of wonder and a touch of confusion as they pondered the secrets of the night sky. Snake in the house. This video was captured by a homeowner whose home was invaded by an unexpected intruder, a python. The snake can be seen staring at the man who lies on his bed while recording the video. Now it is not sure whether the snake is his pet or not, but the video is one of the creepiest sightings ever. The eyes of the python are glowing in the dark, and its huge size and long body is one of its scariest features. The huge serpent keeps staring at the man with its glowy eyes. What would you do if a python invaded your home? Share in the comments down below. Monkey feast. A cheeky young monkey lounges on a rock by the beautiful stream, enjoying and feasting on ripe mangoes. The monkey is twice the size of the normal monkey of its kind and still doesn't seem to want to diet. It skillfully peels the mango with its little fingers and nibbles on it while enjoying the view. Some more leftovers of mangoes can be seen around him, making it clear that this isn't the first mango it's eating. This is one of the cutest videos ever captured in the wild. Colorful feathers. Imagine this gorgeous hen, a brilliantly colored feathered work of art. Its body is covered in a symphony of hues. Vivid black and sunny yellows move over its feathers like paintbrush strokes on a canvas. Its glossy plumage is caressed by the sunlight, creating a glittering spectacle. The minute features are brought to life when it rests elegantly on a rock. Those round yellow eyes capture the essence of the creativity of nature, telling tales of curiosity and intelligence. The bird's feathers gleam in the sunlight, and the bright colors capture the spectator's attention in a glimpse. These beautifully colored hens are one of the rarest species of birds in the world. What do you think about them? Octopus encounter. The video shows a giant Pacific octopus being released back into the ocean. Have you ever seen a creature this slimy? The body of the creature looks like jelly being smeared all over the floor. Its tentacles spread on all sides of its body, making it look even creepier. We can see it slithering on the floor until it reaches the edge of the boat and then jumps into the water. This is one of the most incredible videos ever captured. The huge head of the octopus is clearly visible, and its eyes can also be seen. Another thing to ponder about is that when the man touches the animal, it does not harm it in any way, while octopuses are considered to be dangerous and creepy sea creatures. Mysterious python swallows pet. In the bright daytime, a hidden camera caught something super strange in a regular home. There was a loud cry for help, and it got everyone pretty rattled. A mysterious rescue squad showed up, all sneaky like ghostly protectors. They found a huge python that had eaten the family cat, which was a real heartbreaker. The rescue folks, even though they were scared, cautiously got closer to the snake. They talked to the snake and somehow convinced it to give up its feline feast. Time felt like it was standing still as the python coughed up the cat, which was a pretty weird sight. The cat came out looking alive, not like you'd expect after that ordeal. The family was overjoyed, but they couldn't forget the question that kept bugging them. How on earth did the python manage to gobble up the whole cat, and what other secrets were hidden on that bizarre day? Mysterious sloth's enigmatic dance. In the woods, a hidden video popped up during the day. It showed a sloth hanging upside down on a tree. This sloth was different. It felt mysterious, like a secret keeper in the greenery. The sloth's shape, a mix of light and dark, said more than just what you could see. It had weird things on its limbs, long nails like ancient stories. The forest was quiet, as if it knew about the sloth's hidden performance, letting nature's odd story happen. In a dance of shadows, the sloth seemed to have a magical itch. Its big, strange nails played a soft tune over his body, like a gentle spell. It was continuously scratching his hands and his face. It was a strange feeling. Sunlight, playing hide-and-seek with leaves, made the sloth's secret dance even more magical. It was like a special performance where normal things mixed with mystery. The whole forest took a breath, surprised by something not easy to understand. In the forest's time story, the brown-throated sloth hung upside down, keeping secrets. The camera, just a regular watcher, only got a quick look at this magical connection between the sloth and the world. A short, special moment always remembered in nature's puzzles. Fiddler crab. On a sunny beach where the sun touched everything with gold, something secret happened. Imagine the sand telling stories to the waves. In this story, a special character appeared, a male fiddler crab. It danced alone like a mysterious dancer painting a picture on the sandy stage. The crab had strange claws, not the same on both sides. These claws were like tools with a hidden purpose, known only to the secrets of the coast. As it danced, the crab moved across the sand, maybe enjoying the feel of tiny grains beneath its small claws. Those uneven claws spoke a secret language, calling friends quietly and warning others to stay away. Dressed in colors of orange and white, the crab showed its mysterious charm. It was both cute and puzzling as it moved with a special rhythm along the shore. Each step in its dance was like a brushstroke in a painting of survival. Looking innocent, but hiding strength in its claws. As the mysterious dance continued, the crab seemed to talk with special moves. Only the creatures of the beach could understand this secret language, where friendships and fights were written in the shifting sand. The dance spoke about finding balance, being attractive and staying safe, showing a kind side behind its cute appearance. In this beach play, the fiddler crab was a mystery. Its odd ways went beyond ordinary, giving us a peek into the secret world of survival. Charm and danger walked together in its dance. So, under the sun's eyes, the fiddler crab's mysterious show went on, leaving behind a beach filled with wonder. Baby sloth reunited with its mother. Video showed that in a special forest, during the daytime, something magical happened. Someone appeared, holding a tiny baby sloth in his hand like a secret. The leaves whispered as this caretaker moved through the shady forest, a guardian of a hidden story. Among the old trees, the mom sloth who ruled the treetops stood quietly. Her wise eyes saw the reunion coming, just like the wind had whispered. The secret exchange began, passing the little life from one hug to another. Hidden observers in the leaves saw a beautiful scene, filled with curiosity and admiration. The mom sloth had been waiting patiently for her baby to come back. This special reunion became a part of the forest's memory. Leaving everyone who saw it captivated by the mysterious dance of life under the green trees. In that quick moment, the forest shared its secrets, inviting anyone curious enough to look in and see the peaceful dance of life. The memory of this meeting stayed like a quiet story, passed along from leaf to leaf, making sure the special dance between mom and baby sloth stayed alive in the wild. Lions eating hippo carcass. In the daytime, in the bushes, something spooky happened. A video showed a dead hippo covered in red. 2 hungry lions were sitting nearby, eating its face. People didn't know why the hippo died. Did the lions do it, or was something else there? The air had scary stories from the wild. What made this terrible scene happen? Were the lions to blame, or was there a hidden mysterious thing making it all go wrong? The hippo, once innocent, lay in the harsh light of day, its secrets hidden in the quiet of nature. The hungry lions, maybe partners in crime or just unknowing players, ate the clues. Questions lingered, echoing through the wild's guessing game. While the video played, the world outside didn't know the scary show in the bushes. The secret stuck to the scene like a ghost, a truth slipping away from those trying to get it. What dark story played in the hidden bush theater? The mystery stayed, covered in the whispers of the wind and the lion's spooky looks, keepers of a secret only nature could understand.
Yeah.
The black whale.
Copy. All of a sudden, that thing will just explode.
On a big bobbing boat, a bunch of curious scientists watched a huge whale happily swimming in the deep blue ocean. Armed with cameras and tablets, they were amazed at the big creature. Then bam! A super loud smash filled the air, and the whale burst like a giant water balloon. Blubber and water flew everywhere, totally surprising the scientists. With pieces of whale floating around, the scientists tried to figure out what just happened. They looked at each other with big eyes, trying to solve the mystery of the exploding whale. The calm sea turned into a crazy mess of whale bits and confused scientists. Cameras clicked away, taking a movie of the crazy scene. It was a moment of total surprise and confusion. The scientists were left with more questions than answers, all in the huge stretch of the ocean.
White shark? Oh, dirty little dirty. No, it just blew up.
Bear in the mirror. In a big jungle, there was a fluffy bear who loved exploring. One sunny day, it found something strange, a shiny glass-like thing. The bear was confused but curious, so it went closer. In the mirror, it saw another furry bear, just like itself, but the bear did not understand that it was just a reflection. Unknown to the bear, a hidden camera in the jungle was watching everything. The bear allowed it to have a new friend and tried to play with the bear in the mirror. They pawed at each other, sniffed around, and even tried to playfully swat. But the bear did not know its funny actions were being recorded by the jungle cam. In the wild heart of the jungle, the camera caught the funny moments between the bear and its mirrored friend, showing a peek into the daily adventures of jungle life. This simple story tells us about the joy of discovering new things and having fun, all while being watched by the jungle's secret eye. Something massive spotted. Deep in the quiet woods, scientists found something strange on their special camera that sees heat. At first, it looked like a huge bear standing out in the dark. The camera colors made it look spooky, showing how big this thing was. The scientists walked carefully towards it, feeling excited and a bit scared. But as they got closer, they saw weird things about it. This creature, supposed to be a bear, had parts that did not match any animal they knew. It was not just a bear, it was something completely different. The scientists, confused but really interested, watched the creature closely. Its shape wasn't like regular animals, making them wonder what secrets the forest held. The special camera let them peek into the mysterious world of this unknown creature. The whole experience left the scientists thinking about the secrets of the wild. They could not believe they found an animal nobody knew about. This made them really curious, wanting to learn more about the hidden creature that lived in the dark parts of the woods.
Wait, look. Right above it. Holy crap.
The baby elephant. Once in the wild, on a sunny day, a small elephant with big floppy ears and a wiggly box walked with his huge mom and dad. The little giant, full of mischief and curiosity, saw a strange thing in the grass, a person holding a camera. The baby elephant copied his parents, trying to scare the camera person. His tiny trumpet sounded as he lifted his box grandly, copying his grown-up family. Mom and Dad, standing tall, joined in, making a strong team against the camera stranger. They moved together, swaying and flapping their ears, making trumpet sounds like a music band. The camera person, surprised at first, got caught up in the fun dance of the elephants. It turned into a funny moment, mixing innocence and wild fun. The baby elephant and his proud parents showed they belonged in the jungle. The camera did not just capture pictures. It told a story of family love and jungle fun, making everyone's hearts a little happier that day in the wild. Sea otter sleeping style. Once on a sunny day near the shiny ocean, a fluffy ocean otter faced a problem. This otter really liked napping during the day, but the bright sun made it hard for him to sleep. So this smart otter had an idea. He used his soft paws to cover his eyes, like a DIY sleep mask. With his paw mask on, he walked to a comfy spot by the water, all set to take a nap. Little did our otter buddy know, a sneaky camera was watching him do this cute sleep trick. As he smuggled into a cozy spot, his paw-covered eyes made people smile when they saw the surprise. The camera snapped a picture, catching the sweet moment when the otter, not knowing anyone was watching, peacefully went to sleep. And so, with the soothing sounds of the ocean, our clever otter kept napping in the daytime, happily hiding behind his paw made of sleep cover from the curious world around him. The anteater caught on cam. One night on the farm, a strange visitor showed up. It was a sneaky anteater with a long beak and sharp claws, and it decided to check out the fields in the moonlight. Someone managed to catch it on camera, and the video showed the anteater doing all sorts of funny things at night. The anteater with its slim body scented around, looking for delicious ants in the dirt. Its claws scratched the ground as it dug for its dinner. The camera caught the anteater making funny and quiet moves in the dark, not realizing someone was watching. That night turned into a stage for the anteater's secret adventure, making the fam's storybook a bit more mysterious. The moonlight made the anteater look even more interesting as it moved around in the dark. This surprise visit from the scratching anteater reminded everyone that even in the calm country, animals have exciting secrets when the night falls. Triceratops dinosaurs. Once there was a big dinosaur with horns named Triceratops. One sunny day, the dino set up itself in the back of a huge truck. It was weird seeing a dinosaur in a truck. The truck was surrounded by serious security guards making sure everything was safe. The guards talked to each other, pointed at them, and used walkie pictures. They had a big job taking care of this old collar in the modern world. The, with 3 horns and a bumpy frill, looked pretty calm. Its eyes blinked as it checked out the new surroundings. The guards, wearing uniforms and badges, were handling things carefully. Some checked the truck, and others kept watch to make sure no one got too close. It was a day full of wonder and excitement as they rolled along in the truck, guided by watchful guards. They did not know it then, but this unexpected expedition would be a story told for a long time. The day a dinosaur cruised through the town. Coyote ate banana. Once in a quiet forest, a smart coyote found a strange thing, a bright yellow banana among the high trees. Wondering about its lively color, the coyote came closer, carefully, smelling with interest. Yep, it was a weird forest discovery. With a mischievous look in his eyes, the coyote decided to try it. He peeled the banana, showing the soft, sweet stuff inside. Taking a little bite, his face lit up with surprise and joy. The coyote thought the banana tasted super good, like a tasty secret from the forest. In the middle of all the green trees and soft forest sounds, the coyote happily bites on the banana, savoring this unexpected snack. It felt like the timber was cheering him on for enjoying the simple joy of a weird moment in the wild. And so, the clever coyote with a full tummy and a happy heart kept going on his adventure through the magical woods. Cane toad captured. In the dark jungle, a little possum had a big adventure under the moon. The night air was buzzing with excitement as the small marsupial strolled through the thick trees, carrying a fat cane toad on its back. A hidden trail cam saw this amazing scene. The possum looked like a tiny explorer with a giant friend, moving through the jungle with a cool calmness. Its small eyes shone with a playful glint as it walked on the secret paths. The cane toad seemed happy, sitting like a king on the possum's back. The jungle was alive with the sounds of leaves and away animal calls, making a magical background for this strange nighttime meeting. The trail cam still watched and took pictures, capturing a moment that would surprise and make anyone smile. It's like nature loves telling interest stories in the quiet of the night. Alien creature. One day, a curious youngster found something really weird in his backyard. a strange creature that looked like a demogorgon with a snake's body.
Yo, we just caught a lamprey in the Jordan Creek right now.
It surprised him, but he thought it was super cool, so he grabbed his phone and started taking lots of pictures of the creature. The creature's face was like that of a demogorgon, and its body was all scaly like a snake. The kid was amazed and could not believe he was seeing something so different. He took pictures to show all the tiny details of the creature, making sure to capture everything. What started as a backyard surprise turned into an exciting photo session. The youngster wanted to share this awesome experience with his friends, not knowing that these pictures would become the talk of the town. Everyone started imagining and talking about the boy's adventure, making it a special story of a boy meeting something completely strange in his own backyard.
Now, look at that dude.
Oh my gosh, God.
The nightly search for Mothman. On a dark and spooky night, a group of courageous investigators set out on a thrilling adventure to find the mysterious beast known as Mothman. Armed with flashlights and a sense of curiosity, they ventured into the creepy forest, guided only by the faint light of the moon. As they shoveled deeper into the dark, their hearts pounded with both excitement and fear. Every rustling flake and hooting owl transferred shakes down their spines, but their determination held them concerned. They participated tales of Mothman's creepy scrapes, which only fueled their search. Yet the slippery Mothman remained one step ahead, playing a clever game of hide and seek. The investigators chased after flashcasts and creepy sounds, but each time, Mothman sounded to disappear into the night.
What was that? I heard something. What was that? I heard something.
The night's adventure, full of expectation and suspension, left the investigators with a deeper puzzle to break, realizing that some secrets are best left to the imagination, hidden in the deep discipline of the night.
You're lighting it up like the 4th of July. Right.
Forest fight. As the chopper camera drifted above the thick forest, it stumbled upon a weird and unsettling scene. The lens revealed a group of beings carrying strangely, moving through the trees as though they were being watched. The atmosphere was tense, and a feeling of fear gripped the air. Out of the blue, one of the individualities pulled out a defense and fired a shot. The blaring sound shattered the stillness of the forest land, transferring chills down the spine. It was as if a suspensor movie had come to life. The chopper camera captured this unforeseen turn of events, making the observer feel as if they were right there, witnessing the chilly scene firsthand. The question that dallied in the air was, who were these mysterious people, and why were they in the timber? The movie, such like drama unfolding before the lens, left an unforgettable mark on those who saw it, reminding them of the creepy mystifications that nature can hide. The bear encounter. Once upon a time, there was a man who had a big drilling machine. He wanted to dig a deep hole in the ground. He allowed it was a fine day for drilling, so he started up the machine. The machine roared to life and he began drilling into the earth. But just when he allowed effects were going well, being sudden occurred. Out of nowhere, a huge black bear surfaced from beneath the ground. The man was hugely surprised and afraid. The bear had been resting there, and the drilling had woken it up. The bear's big dark eyes goggled at the man and they both set for a moment. The man slowed back down from his noisy machine, giving the bear some space. With a rumble, the bear raved and Slow fell back into the hole it came from. The man learned a precious reading that day: always be careful when you are digging into the earth, as you know who might be resting below. Battle between polar bear and the dog. In the icy forest of the far north, a fierce battle unfolded between a polar bear and a husky doggy. The forest was silent, except for the soft crunch of snow under their paws. The polar bear, massive and white as the snow itself, stood like a frozen mountain, its muscles tightened. On the other side, the husky, with its polished and graceful frame, barked bravely, ready to cover its home. The bear swiped its powerful paw at the husky. But the doggy was quick and danced out of the way. The husky nipped at the bear's heels, trying to keep its distance. It was a formula of survival in the chilly nature. The bear roared, and the husky's bark echoed through the frozen geography. For hours, the two foes circled each other, testing their strength and determination. In the end, the husky's cunning and speed exceeded the bear's brute force. With one final jump, the husky landed a heavy bite on the bear's nose, causing it to retreat with a powerful roar. Brave bears escape. Once upon a time, in a thick, wild forest, there was a big, crabby bear who lived in a comfortable backyard. The bear had grown tired of the small space and feared for the freedom of the forest beyond his barrier. One sunny morning, as Benny was stretching his massive paws, he got an idea. He decided it was time to break free from his backyard confinement. With a heavy caws and a blasting crash, Bear knocked down the barrier that had held him caught for so long. It was a sight to behold as the awkward planks splintered and flew far and wide. Hyperactive and a little bit horrified, Bear made a run for it, charging into the lush green forest. He felt the cool breath on his fur, heard the chittering of the birds, and knew he was eventually home where he belonged. Police captured the mischievous bear. Once upon a time, in a quiet little city, being strange was passing. People woke up to find their cars all knocked up. And it was not because of a big storm. No, there was a bear on the loose, and it sounded to have a thing for cars. The furry troublemaker would come out at night and start poking around, breaking windows, and scratching the clear paint. The townsfolk were getting enough worried about their damaged cars, and they knew they had to do being, so they called the police. The courageous officers set up a plan to catch the bear red-handed. They put out some tempting snacks and left a trail of honey leading to a big net. One night, the bear took the lure, following the appetizing scent straight into the trap. The net fell and the bear was caught. The people cheered for their heroic police, who had eventually put an end to the car-stranding bear's darkness tricks. The city could sleep peacefully, formerly more, knowing their cars were safe from the mischievous bear's paw prints. Creepy crawlies captured on trail cam. In the quiet darkness of the forest, hidden from natural eyes, being mysterious was passing. Trail cameras, like silent guardians, were landing the secrets of the night. These were not ordinary night scenes. They were filled with creepy crawlies that made your skin twinge with conspiracy and shivers. Imagine a moonlit night, where black stepped and leaves whispered secrets. Suddenly, the trail camera caught a spider spinning its intricate web, glistering with dew. The creepy silence was broken by the soft fluttering of nightsticks, captured flight in their search for prey. The camera's lens revealed slippery critters like owls, their eyes flashing like burning coals, and a curious raccoon scavenging for night snacks. As the night wore on, the trail camera's observant eye disclosed a world, many ever confirmation. It was a spine-clinking trip into the quiet nightly life of the forest, where creepy crawlies took center stage, and the darkness held its secrets nearby. Deer's day and night, wandering. Once upon a time, in a big wild forest, there was a graceful deer. This deer, a beautiful animal with soft brown fur and gentle eyes, wandered the woods day and night. Every morning it would wake up to the cheerful songs of chirping birds and the warm beams of the sun. During the day, the deer would explore the lush green forest, nibbling on the sweet, sensitive leaves and sipping from the clear, cool canals that crossed the woods. The deer was always careful, keeping an observance out for the sounds of peril and looking out for its fellow forest familiars. As the sun would set, painting the sky with vibrant colors, the deer's adventure continued. The night brought a different kind of magic to the forest. The deer would foot still, guided by the steely moonlight and the stars' gentle beat, searching for food and sharing secrets with the nightly animals. In this alluring timber, the deer's wandering was an everlasting tale of coherence and wonder, day and night, in the heart of nature's grab. Eerie encounters. One dark and stormy night, our security cameras recorded being truly crazy. As the rain cast the windows, the camera's alert eyes caught a series of unexplained, creepy events that transferred shivers down our spines. First, a mysterious figure appeared in the backyard, masked in dark. It moved like a ghostly wisp, making no sound and leaving no trace. We watched in unbelief as it wandered through the theater, dissolving into thin air. Next, camera picked up unaccountable spheres of light floating through the living room. These immaterial spheres danced and flicked, illustrating the dark corners of the way before dissolving without a trail. To make effects indeed creepier, a strange, unearthly noise sounded through the empty hallway. Transferring the family into a fury. The camera captured their alarmed responses as they goggled at the unnoticeable intruder. These unexplained, weird circumstances continue to hang security footage, leaving us both beat and scarified with no reasonable explanation in sight. Deer's midnight wandering. Once upon a time, in a peaceful country, two curious deer named Daisy and Danny embarked on a moonlit adventure. The estate was covered in darkness, with the only source of light being the steely gleam of the full moon. As they ventured through the open fields, the high field whispered secrets to them, influencing gently in the cool breath. With their nimble legs, they gracefully bounded over small hedges and crawled around sleepy farm creatures. The night was alive with the alluring coherence of justices and the distant scream of an owl. Their eyes sparkled with wonder as they discovered the foamy dew on the field, reflecting the moonlight like 1,000 bitty stars. They nibbled on tender shoots of grass, savoring the darkness snack. The world appeared different at night, mysterious and full of magic. Side by side, the two deer wandered the estates, their hearts filled with the joy of exploring the quiet country under the observant eye of the moon. Huge ape caught on cam. In a deep, mysterious forest far down from the rush and bustle of natural life, a retired secret unfolded. One day, a stir-actuated trail camera captured being extraordinary. The footage was blurry, like trying to see through a misty window, but the sight was unmistakable. A colossal black aper-such-like animal. Its massive form moved gracefully through the thick leafage, its long, dark hair rustling in the wind. The timber sounded to hold its breath as this mysterious being passed by. With each step, it left behind a trail of wonder and admiration, alluring anyone who came off upon the footage. The critter's eyes were hidden in the dark, adding to the conspiracy and riddle enclosing it. This fugitive monster, being on the circumferences of our understanding, torched the imagination of those who watched the footage, leaving them with a sense of wonder. Giant snake. In a regular house during the day, a secret video showed something strange. A really big snake was hiding behind the room's roof. It was so big that it scared everyone. Suddenly, the snake broke the roof and showed itself completely. It was long and wide, making everyone feel really scared. No one knew where this snake came from. This huge snake did mysterious things, like a dance with the roof. It was like a magic show, and it surprised everyone watching the video. The snake was like a king in the room, making everything else seem not important. People watching couldn't believe their eyes. It was so strange and big that it gave them chills. When the roof broke, it was like a secret being revealed. Everyone watching was curious about where this giant snake came from. It was like a big question in the air. Where did the snake come from? And what secrets did it bring with it? This mysterious moment was like a strange and confusing picture. The snake, like a ghost, left a strong mark on everyone's thoughts. In the quiet house, people kept thinking about the strange encounter. The big question stayed in the air. Where did the snake appear from and what secrets did it have? Mysterious lioness encounter. In the daytime bushes, something strange happened. There's a video of people and a lioness in a vehicle. It's weird because you don't expect a wild lioness in a car. The people around the lioness act like it's normal, not scared at all. It's like they're friends with the lioness, which makes it even more puzzling. Are they just watching the wild show? Or do they know something mysterious? The video feels creepy, like a spooky scene. But the strange part is that the people don't look scared. They look used to it, like it happens often.
Ну что, ты сюда, туда? К нам, ну. Скажи.
It's a mix of normal and weird that messes with your mind. Even though you see it in the video, the real reason for this bizarre meeting stays hidden. People talk and guess, but the mystery stays. It's like a secret meeting with the unknown, caught in a short video that leaves you feeling uneasy, like a strange picture you can't forget.
Поехали кататься. Вау.
Mysterious mountain goat. In the bright daytime up in the quiet mountains, something mysterious happened. A special video showed a powerful white mountain goat walking through the trees. It looked healthier and stronger than regular goats, standing out with its shiny white fur. This strange creature moved gracefully among the trees, as if it held some special power. It was different, not like the usual goats you'd find. Its white coat seemed to glow, catching the light like magic. It made people wonder, why was this exceptional goat in those mountains? What was it up to? The mountains stayed silent, keeping their secrets, and the video just made people guess. Was the goat guarding ancient secrets, predicting unseen things, or just wandering without a clear destination? The video left everyone puzzled, making this mysterious moment a lasting memory in the story of unknown things. In the quiet mountains, the strange goat became a puzzle, a temporary keeper of secrets, making people everywhere curious about the hidden wonders of nature. Gray owls. A magical video shows an old forest with a wise gray owl and its two babies. The owl is big and looks cute with lots of soft feathers. Gray owls are the biggest owls on Earth. They live in the daytime, which is unusual for owls. The video makes the forest seem mysterious. The owl is like a guardian of the ancient trees. The babies stay close, hidden in the shadows. It's like a living memory of the past, seen in the patterns on tree bark. In the video, the owl watches over its babies, keeping them safe from things we can't see in the sunlight. It's like a story in nature, a family tale told without words. The owl's eyes show it knows things from a long time ago, like a wise storyteller. Even in the daylight, the owl keeps its mystery, defying the usual rules. The video lets us join the owl in protecting its family. It's a quiet adventure in the woods, with the owl guarding against hidden dangers in the sunlight. The gray owl isn't just a bird of the day. It's a magical guardian, keeping secrets woven into its feathers. The ancient woods whisper their mysteries, inviting anyone curious enough to explore the enigma of the gray owl and its family. A black wild cat. Once upon a time in a big green forest, being extraordinary occurred. Imagine this wild, quiet place where all kinds of animals lived. Deep in the heart of the woods, under the warm, golden sun, a rare and mysterious animal called a jaguarundi appeared. The jaguarundi isn't like a big, fierce jungle cat, but rather a lower, more slippery one. It moves gracefully with a polished body and a long, elegant tail. Its fur is a unique mix of colors, like a blend of red, brown, and slate. This jungle ninja floated the forest with a secret grace, nearly like a shadow. But what made this day special was the rare footage captured by a lucky adventurer. They were quietly staying, camera in hand, and suddenly there it was, the jaguarundi in all its glory. With eyes wide and full of wonder, the camera rolled, catching this mystical fealty on film. In that moment, the timber brooded its secrets, and the jaguarundi's rare appearance became a magical tale for all to see, a regard into the isolated treasures of the wild. The crazy deer. Once upon a time in the deep forest, there lived a deer family. They were a close-knit bunch, always looking out for one another. But one day, something strange occurred to one of the deer. This deer, who was usually calm and gentle, suddenly began to act in an unusual way. It all started when the deer accidentally hit another family member. Rather than just apologizing and moving on, the deer began to hit them. It was a shocking sight. The other family members were bewildered and did not understand what was going on. As the days went by, the abnormal actions continued. The deer would hit anyone who came near, causing fear among the family. They did not know what had changed their cherished family member into such a troublemaker. The formerly peaceful family was now in disquiet. The deer family tried to talk to the worried deer, but it was as if they could not reach them. They desperately searched for a way to help their worried family members and bring back the harmony they formerly enjoyed in the deep forest. The black polar bear. In the core of a weedy, mysterious jungle, one dark and stormy night, something exceptional occurred. Imagine a gigantic black polar bear, far from its icy home, stumbling through deep, sticky mud. The rain poured down relentlessly, creating a balance of drops that sounded through the thick greenery. As the bear tramped through the muddy field, it sounded out of place, a true mystery in this tropical world. Its black fur flashed under the moonlight, differing with the flourishing greenery of the jungle. The bear's movements were slow and thoughtful, each step leaving a deep trace in the mud, evidence of its power and royalty. Unknown to the bear, hidden among the trees, a silent watcher captured this real moment on a trail camera. The camera's lens caught every detail, making this special encounter a tale to be participated in with the world. Nature's riddles are endless, and this is just one of the numerous phenomena that unfold in the quiet corners of our Earth. Alpine ibex in the mountains. In the classy mountains, a powerful animal with long, twisted horns roams freely. As the camera follows this glorious animal, you can see its thick brown fur, which keeps it warm in the cold alpine air. Its strong legs easily carry it up to bold pitches and rocky scarps. As it trots along the tough area, being unique catches its concentration. The ibex stops and begins to scratch its body using its enormous spiral-structured horns. It's a remarkable sight, those twisted attachments, originally a symbol of strength and protection, now serving as an informal tail scrape. The animal's movements are graceful and thoughtful, showing its nimbleness and adaptation to the harsh mountain life. Its journey through this fresh nature is an evidence to nature's unbelievable creations, where indeed the putatively ordinary can come extraordinary. Watch and wonder as this alpine habitat continues its daily adventures in the high-altitude walk of the mountains. Bobcat encounter. In a forested scene, a robust bobcat aggressively pounces, targeting a man's facial region with violence. After the unsettling encounter, the man documents the aftermath on video. Astonishingly, he captures footage of himself holding the once aggressive bobcat in his hand. Notably, the video showcases the creature's significant dental structures, underscoring the impressive size and form of its teeth.
Look at that beauty. The big teethers on it.
This unusual and daring incident sheds light on the captivating behavior of wildlife in its natural habitat, offering a unique glimpse into the complex relationship between humans and the untamed creatures that inhabit the wild. A big cat. In the core of the wild jungle, a heavy, mysterious cat prowled in the moonlight. Its strong body moved quietly through the thick greenery, its golden eyes flashing with a mix of curiosity and secret. Something had started a trail camera set up in the dark of the night, capturing this graceful animal's every move. As we watch and wonder, the big cat's spotted fur blends seamlessly with the spotted moonlight filtering through the jungle cover. With each step, it leaves a trace of suspense and wonder. What's it searching for? The jungle's secrets, maybe? A night snack, possibly? Or is it on a journey to keep its habitat, the watcher of this untamed walk? The air is thick with expectation as we follow the big cat's journey, caught on this quiet camera, giving us a rare look into the mysterious world of the jungle after dark.
Headless man. One day, something super weird happened in a quiet neighborhood. The house camera saw a headless man walking down the road. Yep, you got it right. No head. The video showed him just strolling like it was a regular day at the park or on the road. Neighbors were really confused, thinking they might be in a ghost story. The headless guy seemed like he did not even know he did not have a head, just walking around like everything was normal. As people heard about it, everyone started guessing. Some allowed it to be a prank, others believed it was some kind of weird mistake. Youths dared each other to go check out where the headless guy was seen, making things a bit scary and exciting. No one could figure out what was going on. The whole neighborhood could not stop talking about it, and it turned an everyday day into a crazy story that people would remember for a long time. Giant alligator. In a quiet town, there was a huge alligator that loved exploring. One day, it set up a strong metal fence. The alligator, being super strong, decided to check out what was on the other side.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
With a big push, the alligator bent the fence, making a hole just big enough for it to go through. The metal made loud noises, but the alligator kept trying until it got to the other side.
Heads up.
But also, the alligator got stuck. The bent fence was a problem. Just when the effects seemed hard, a nice man walked by. He saw the alligator struggling and quickly came to help. With his tools, he made the hole in the fence bigger. The alligator was so happy for the help and crawled down. This adventure turned into a story of an unexpected goodwill between a giant alligator and a helpful stranger. And so, the swampy travel continued with the two familiars, bringing together different worlds. Gorillas at play. In a busy forest, when the sun's warmth holds everything, something really fun is coming off. The high trees make a leafy roof, making a big playground for the happy gorillas. You can hear the echoes of their laughs in the air. The gorillas, big and quick, swing from hanging vines, moving easily through the green maze. Their laughs, sounding like deep rumbles, fill the air while they play games like label and chase. The ground is like a big canvas for them, where they roll and flip happily. Sometimes an aged gorilla watches from afar, its wise eyes taking in the energetic play of the young ones. Sun comes through the thick leaves, making freckled patterns on the ground where the gorillas play. The strong beats of their chests sound like drums, making a wild and natural music for their forest top. As the day goes on, the forest turns into a happy stage, and the gorillas are the stars of an exciting wild show. Raccoon attack on little girl. In a snug house in the big, thick forest, a brave mama was doing her usual chores when she heard her little girl scream loudly. She got scared and hurried outside to see what was going on. To her surprise, a sneaky raccoon was bothering her child. Without wasting any time, the brave mama jumped into action, wanting to keep her child safe. She shouted and waved her arms fiercely, facing off with the tricky raccoon. The mama's heart raced as she picked up her scared child and quickly went back inside their safe home. Later on, the two of them sat together feeling relieved. The house was warm compared to the cool forest outside. Even though the mama was still a bit shaken, she hugged and assured her little one with kind words. In the midst of danger, the mama's strong mama instincts and bravery won.
Grabbed it, and then I grabbed her, and I'm trying to push her in the house and get the raccoon away.
Making the scary encounter turn into a story of how a brave mom defended her child in the heart of the deep, mysterious woods. Creepy clowns. In a quiet town under the glow of a pale moon, something creepy unfolded. The night air was thick with an unsettling tension as the rhythmic hum of a police car patrolling echoed through empty streets. Suddenly, the officer's dash cam captured a paranormal sight. A creepy clown, his painted face twisted into a sinister grin, lurking in the dark. The officer's heart pounded as they cautiously approached the peculiar figure.
Guys, just make sure to keep your hands where we can see them, alright?
Blue and red lights flickered as the dash cam proved the crazy encounter. The clown, seemingly oblivious to the approaching cop car, continued to perform a horrible hop. The air came charged with an implied fear as the officers ordered the clown to halt.
634.
The creepy silence was shattered by the echoing laughter of the clown, transferring chills down the officer's spine. The situation escalated as backup arrived, surrounding the unsettling jester. Tension hung in the air like a thick fog as the dashcam recorded the arrest. Handcuffs snapped shut, and the formerly menacing clown was led away, leaving behind a creepy unease in the quiet town. Alligators rescued. Once in a swampy place, there were big, scaled creatures called alligators. They lived happily until some unwanted guests called squatters came and took over their home. Oh no, but then some kind humans came to help. One day, the squatters made a mess in the swamp, scaring the alligators away. It was chaos. But then the heroes came. With strong words and big hearts, they told the squatters to leave and save the alligators' home. The heroes convinced the squatters to go away. Slowly, the alligators got their peaceful swamp back. The heroes even made safe spots for the alligators to relax. With cheers and tail splashes, the alligators were thankful for their new friends. The swamp became a happy, calm place again, all because of the humans who saved the alligators from those pesky squatters. Haunted school. In a quiet town, there was this really old school that everyone talked about in whispers. One night, a news anchor and his team decided to check out the spooky stories. They had cameras and a lot of curiosity, so they went into the deserted building. The air felt heavy with mystery as they walked through halls that made creaky sounds and classrooms that were all dark and shadowy. All the unforeseen weird noises filled the air, like ghosts whispering around them. The news anchor, holding on to his microphone, tried to stay calm as things got even creepier. They went deeper and the lights started fluttering, and doors were slamming, making everything super tense. The news anchor's heart was beating fast as they learned about scary stories from the school's past. Ghosts and strange things kept popping up, and they caught everything on camera. The news anchor with big eyes reported everything live from the haunted school, telling spooky stories that gave viewers the chills. After the investigation, the news team could not stop wondering about what is real and what is not, leaving the town feeling kind of uneasy. Snake grabbed a man. Deep in the thick, mysterious jungle, a huge anaconda as big as a tree curled itself around a stuck truck. The air felt heavy with worry as the massive snake squeezed tighter. In the middle of all the chaos, a poor man got caught in the snake's deadly grab. His friends, looking really spooked, tried their best to free him from the snake's tight coils. The big snake, with its mouth wide open, started eating the man bit by bit. The jungle filled with the muffled cries of the trapped man, mixing with the hopeless howls of his friends. It was like a sad play of nature's strong force. While the friends fought to save their trapped friend, the snake just kept eating, not bothered by their attempts. The jungle, watching this battle between humans and a beast, stayed quiet, a reminder of how tough and unforgiving survival can be in the wild. Real ghost dancing. Late one spooky night, a guy was riding his bike down a lonely road when something super weird happened. Out of nowhere, a see-through ghost popped up and started doing a creepy dance right there on the road. The guy had no clue what was going on. He just kept on riding. But lucky for us, his bike's camera caught the whole ghostly show. The ghost seemed like it was having a ghost party, twirling and swaying in a really graceful way. It was like a weird dance under the bright moon. The guy, feeling all confused and kinda scared, could not believe what he was seeing on his bike's camera. The ghost did not care at all about the guy. It just kept on dancing, making the quiet road look all magical and strange. So now this guy has this crazy story to share about a ghost doing a dance on a moonlit road. And all of it got caught on his bike's camera, making it a tale that mixes the real world with spooky stuff. Strange lights on cam. One night, something really weird happened in the quiet woods. There was this camera in the dark, and it took a spooky picture. The eyes of a lone coyote had strange lights, making the normal night turn into something really strange. The dark night suddenly had these odd lights coming from the coyote's eyes, like it was telling secrets about the night. The light showed a kind of quiet dance in the dark.
Whether it's alien, I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely it's UFO.
The camera kept taking pictures, and each one showed a different part of this strange thing. The runner, usually a creature of the dark, now looked like it had a glow, and its eyes were shining in a way that was not normal. The quiet night now had these blinking lights, making a sort of magical scene in the middle of the woods. What made the coyote's eyes light up like that? The camera saw it all, but stayed quiet, making people wonder about the mysteries hidden in the night.
The mysterious coyote. In the serene mountains covered in snow, a camera captured an incredibly rare sight. It was a moment like no other, an uncommon sight of a mysterious creature. Instead of its typical haunting and wandering, a coyote was spotted doing something quite out of the ordinary. It was perched high up in a tree, munching on berries. This unusual scene left everyone astonished and perplexed. After all, coyotes aren't known for climbing trees, and this particular one appeared different, as if it held a secret. The mystery of this unique coyote remains unsolved, leaving everyone curious and longing for answers. How did it manage to climb that tree? That's the burning question on everyone's mind. It was an extremely rare event captured in this clip. The image of this puzzling coyote has stirred immense interest and curiosity. People are eager to understand this mysterious behavior, hoping it might uncover something new and intriguing about these creatures we thought we knew so well. It seems the snow-covered mountains hide more secrets than we could have ever imagined. Creepy humanoid. The home's CCTV captured a mysterious and eerie creature moving like a crab, walking on 4 bent legs across the road. Its appearance was unsettling and strange, leaving viewers puzzled about its identity. The sight was rare and enigmatic, sparking various speculations. Some thought it was a mutant dog, others suspected it to be a creepy alien. This moment filled anyone who saw it with fear and mystery. On the other hand, some strongly believed it resembled a ghoul, a demon-like or monstrous humanoid rooted in pre-Islamic Arabian religion. In modern stories, a ghoul typically refers to an undead humanoid creature that feeds on human flesh, quite horrifying and terrifying. However, the true nature of this cryptic creature remains a creepy mystery, giving chills to the camera operator and those nearby. The secret of this eerie being remains undisclosed, leaving everyone with a lingering sense of unease. Three-eyed creature. The camera caught a mysterious, uneasy clip. This video that was recorded is very cryptic and filled the air with spine-chilling and fear. In this video, the two friends are walking on the woodland. They wanted to test their new trail camera in these woodland. They faced the camera towards a spot where they thought wild animals might be left overnight. They returned to see what they'd caught on camera. When they come to check what camera had recorded, the friends were very shocked, and everyone who viewed this video also shocked and horrified. There was a creature with 3 glowing eyes hiding in the bushes. It was looking very unfamiliar and scary. That held those operators or viewers in suspense and terrified. The air was truly enigmatic and fearful. The 3 eyes of this creature or being was very eerie and frightened. They are glowing and illuminated. Is it was a paranormal creature or something else? This was looking very spooky. That was still hidden or unrevealed yet. No one can point out what it was. Mysterious night figure. On a dark and moonless night, a peculiar incident unfolded in front of a home security camera. The camera, a silent observer, recorded a scene that sent chills down the spine. It captured a mysterious sight on the front lawn, enveloped in an air of mystery. From the dark, an unknown figure emerged, moving in an unexpected way. The figure seemed bent over, like a ghostly shadow caught on camera. But what was unsettling was not just the posture. It was the distinct impression of age that clung to this mysterious being. Its stooped back suggested an elderly appearance, as if time had twisted its spine. Oddly, the figure moved urgently, darting about with an unclear purpose, leaving its intentions unknown. The night was draped in mystery, and this strange sight became the talk among concerned residents. Speculation spread, but no one could identify this mysterious apparition or understand why it ventured out into the quiet night. The figure vanished as suddenly as it appeared, leaving behind only unanswered questions. These mysteries continued to haunt the curious minds of those who dared to ponder the unexplained and inexplicable. Killer clown. A strange and unsettling video emerged from a deep forest, puzzling both the operators and viewers. They witnessed a spooky clown figure that made them feel uneasy. This eerie clown was seen walking among the trees, only visible through the night vision of the trail camera. Strangely, it seemed like the clown noticed the hidden camera and confidently moved toward it. The reasons behind this mysterious figure's presence remained unclear. Why would someone be in a forest at night dressed as a clown? Was it a ghostly being, or just someone with an unusual hobby for late-night forest walks? The unexplained nature of this odd encounter left everyone confused. In the midst of the dark forest at midnight, the clown's appearance created a genuinely eerie and unsettling atmosphere, prompting numerous unanswered questions. A bulldog versus mountain lion. In the midst of a rugged mountain, a trail camera captures a predator mercilessly hunting its prey on a quiet, eerie night. Unexpectedly, another fierce predator appears, observing the same scene. Initially, a wild lion is seen devouring its meal until a bulldog meanders into the perilous territory. While the camera focuses on the bulldog exploring the area with confidence, it remains oblivious to the lurking danger of a stronger, more cunning force watching its every move. Like a looming shadow, the eyes of the mountain lion fixate on the unsuspecting bulldog, waiting to pounce on the intruder. In a swift and silent move, the mountain lion leaps towards the bulldog, leaving the video's conclusion uncertain, whether the bulldog escaped or fell prey to the mountain lion's attack. The mysterious creature. The camera recorded something strange in the deep forest. It showed a creature hiding behind a tree, unlike anything anyone had seen. This mysterious being looked like a bird but was really unusual. Its face was spooky, with deep, dark eyes and a skull-like appearance without any hair. It made everyone who saw it feel puzzled and unsure. This creature was so different from anything known in the woods, making everyone suspicious and curious. The sight of this mysterious creature left people wondering and fascinated by its oddness. The forest kept this strange creature a secret, making sure nobody could figure out what it really was. Zombie moose. Deep in the rugged mountains, a camera captured an unusual sight. Two moose, quite different from the ordinary ones, strolled leisurely across a small grassy area. Their presence was mysterious, their movements like a silent dance. Their huge, plate-sized horns stretched out in all directions, giving them an enigmatic look, along with an abnormal growth of skin hanging from their neck that was exceptionally large. These moose were far from the usual. Their graceful, mysterious way of moving raised many questions. Their massive, ancient-looking horns carried an air of fascination. As the recording played on, one couldn't help but wonder about the secrets held by these eerie creatures. They remained an unsolved mystery for anyone who encountered them, waiting to be understood. In that mountainous territory, they stood as guardians of the unknown, leaving a curious impression behind. Demonic ritual. Walking through a dangerous forest on one of the darkest nights ever, the camera caught sight of a scary ritual with evil creatures. The traveler, terrified, had stumbled upon a satanic gathering by mistake. In the video, a huge figure with horns and bloody eyes stared menacingly at the scared traveler who interrupted the ritual. The tension and fear were palpable in the heavy breathing. Soon, the sinister beings noticed the intruder, and everything turned dark, making the ritual disappear suddenly. The demonic figure, along with his unholy followers, surrounded the traveler like a threatening shadow of death and despair. The camera quickly showed the traveler trying to escape. In the background, you could hear the traveler's terrified cries, which were drowned out by the wicked laughter of Satan and his followers, echoing through the night as they captured their victim. A mystic forest serpent. Picture wandering through a spooky forest where tall trees reach for the sky but appear faded and dull due to thick, enveloping fog. This fog shrouds the forest, creating an eerie atmosphere, a perfect hideout for scary creatures. Now imagine a scene captured by a camera in the real world. A web-like structure entwines the trees, resembling a colossal rope with spikes of green and yellow. This twisted rope varies in length, turning the forest into an intricate maze. Surprisingly, as the camera focuses on this strange structure, it subtly slithers, slowly coiling around the trees. Amidst eerie noises and darkness, the camera continues to explore the size of this enormous rope, only to be interrupted by a massive snake. A serpent nearly 20 feet long, consuming the life out of those trees. This mysterious creature possesses a skull-like head with deeply hollow eyes, sharp teeth unlike any other anacondas seen before. It appears poised to engulf its prey in one swift motion, leaving no trace behind. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video entertaining, don't hesitate to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for even more thrilling content. And remember to ring that notification bell to ensure you're always in the loop for our latest updates. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned.